Hi friends, happy Saturday afternoon to you. Welcome back to the channel for a very special live stream where we are celebrating National Jelly Roll Day. And I hope that you are also celebrating as well. Now we are celebrating by doing a little bit of something fun called the Jelly Roll Drag Race. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. It does take a little bit of time to prep for it. And some of us have started a little bit of prep already, and some of us are a little bit behind, and that's okay. You'll have plenty of time to catch up. We're going to take our time and get things going. As you can see, I am joined by two very, very special guests of mine. You guys have seen them before. You know them. You love them. They make this channel so much better than just being by myself. Please help me welcome, first and foremost, one of our favorite moderators and my soon-to-be someday son-in-law, Lucas. Hi, Lucas. Everybody, Lucas is in the house. And then, of course, the reason that I am here on this earth, the reason that I love this hobby as much as I do, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome my mom, Mama Joyce. Hi, Mom. Mom has been struggling with some stomach issues. She hasn't really been feeling all that great, but we are so grateful that she's here hanging out with us. Hopefully she's able to stay for us through the whole thing, but if not, we completely understand if she's got to bow out for a few minutes or whatever. Lucas, that also goes for you. If we've got to take a little bit of a break or we've got to take a little bit of a minute for that, that is perfectly fine. Now, I am already seeing a couple of brand new subscribers in chat, and I'm super excited about that. This is not my normal time frame for a live stream. Normally, I don't do things in the middle of the afternoon on a Saturday, but I did need to do it kind of in the middle of the afternoon here because I do have some plans later in the evening. And so I'm so grateful that some of our subscribers that don't normally get to catch us on a live stream are able to do that today. So if you are new to the channel or if you are a subscriber of the channel, but this is one of your first live streams, please at least say hello in chat so that we can officially welcome you. I'm so grateful that you all are here. So thank you so much for that. So before we get started, let me tell you a little bit about this drag race while the two of them are still kind of prepping a little bit. We are going to be following Donna Jordan's Jelly Roll Drag Race pattern. So if you guys don't have it already, you can go to jordanfabrics.com and download it for free. It is a free pattern. You can get to it at any time. All you need to do this quilt is you need a jelly roll with at least 40 strips, and you need 1 yard of accent fabric. Now, we are each doing something a little bit different today, and that's the really exciting part about it is the three of us are each doing a different quilt top, and we're going to be giving these quilt tops away at the end of the stream here today. So you do have to be present to win. So if you got to take off later in the stream, because we don't know when this thing's going to end. So if you guys have got to take off later in the stream, that's totally fine. We understand. But if you're not here when we pull the names, unfortunately, we will need to call on your names. So keep that in mind. And we'll open up that giveaway here soon. So you guys will be able to join throughout the entire stream. And then we will pull names at the end. Oh, look, we've got a very special guest. Hi, Tony. Ladies and gentlemen, my daughter Tony is making a guest appearance. Hi, Tony. And of course, we are also joined by their lovely fur baby, Snickers. Snickers is a kitten. She's like what 11 months old now. She'll be a year old in October, I think. And yeah, she loves playing with fabric.
I don't know if she's gonna help me. She might be a hindrance in this.
She may not be very much help. She may be a bit more of a hindrance. Yes. So, Mama Joyce, thank you again so much for joining us. Can you tell us what the name of your jelly roll is that you're going to be working with today?
Holiday Christmas?
It's called Holiday Christmas? Is that what it's called?
Holiday Christmas. Yeah, that's the only name that's on it.
Okay. Hers is a Christmas. She's going to be working on a Christmas one, which is a lot of fun. It's reds and greens. And then the accent fabric that we've chosen for her is a really beautiful metallic silver. It's really pretty. I think it's going to go really great with this. Mom, you're going to want to go ahead and cut up all of your strips. That's beautiful. Go ahead and on the fold, cut through all the fold on all of your strips real quick.
Okay, wait.
So what
do you mean cut through the fold?
So see how they're folded? Yep. Just take the scissors, go in between the fold, and cut it.
I watched. She didn't do that, did she?
Yes, she did.
I remember that.
Yep. Through all of them. So what you do is you start out with a one jelly roll, and then you have a yard of fabric, and you cut that yard of fabric into 6.5 by 2.5 inch pieces, and that's your accent fabric. Now I have got this beautiful green accent fabric here. You guys can see it. Oh, wait, let me show you the actual real color. I have this beautiful green, and all of my strips are a beautiful purple. They're called an amethyst garden is the name of my jelly roll, and wait till you guys see it. It's so pretty. We've got all these different purple fabrics that we're going to be choosing. And so what you do is you'll take these strips and you're going to attach them on an angle like this. So you can kind of see that accent there. Let me hold it up next to my shirt so you can see it a little bit better there. But that's how we're going to be doing it. Now I've started mine already a little bit, but I wanted to make sure that anyone that's joining on this with us has plenty of time to work on it. I can't say goodbye. No problem. Oh, I just had pop-ups. Hang on. Lots of pop-ups happening. There we go. So anyone who's joining along with us has plenty of time to join along with us. Now, obviously, Mama Joyce is just starting out, and that's great. So she's going to be able to work with us. Now, she sews way faster than Lucas and I do, so it's not going to take her nearly as long to catch up. And my guess is, if I had to place a bet on it, I'm pretty sure she's going to be the one that wins the race. Now, the first thing we have to do is we have to attach up all of these strips up together first before we can start our race, and that is the longest part of this whole project, is attaching those strips. Now you can see Lucas is already working on that with a little bit of help from Snickers. And I have started to do mine. You can see I've got mine started here. I don't have very many attached, so I'm going to be working with you guys on that. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Question.
Yes.
Did you guys sort yours like Donna Jordan did with lights to darks or anything like that?
No, I'm not sorting mine at all. I'm going to completely grab them at random. The whole point of this...
When you say you're going to grab them at random, are you leaving them in the order that they were in the jelly roll?
No.
My pile.
Yeah, just like Lucas is doing there, I kind of just have a pile here of them. I don't have them quite like Lucas's pile, but I have them in a pile. And
how did you mix them?
I didn't mix them beforehand at all, Mom. I'm going to mix them as I go. So I'm keeping them in the pile that they were in the order they were in, and I just kind of flip through and randomly grab one from the center. Flip through and grab another one from the center. The only thing that I'm doing for mine is I'm trying to make sure that I do a light and then a dark, and then a light and then a dark, and then a light and the dark. That's all I am doing. Hard to hear the others. Well, Lucy, let me see if I can fix that. I am sorry about that. Let's see what I can do to help with that. I might be able to do some, Lucas.
Cute jelly roll, Dee.
Let's try to mix that up a little bit. That Christmas one?
Yeah.
The one you're talking about? Okay, yeah, the Christmas one is a nice one. Let me know if you guys can hear Mama Joyce a little bit better. She's a little on the quiet side today, but I'll see if I can turn that up just a little bit more. You guys tell me if that's too loud or not loud enough. You let me know. Thank you very much, Lucy, for letting me know that. I appreciate that.
Hi, Lucy. Can you hear me?
There we go. Kathy says audio is terrible. Kathy, I'm very sorry to hear that. Hopefully things are getting a little bit better now. Please let me know. Thank you very much for that. Let me pop in the chat and say hello to everybody in chat because I know there's quite a few there while Mom is cutting up her strips and getting stuff prepped. Sandra, good morning or good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Happy Saturday afternoon to you. Brat46 is also here. Hi, Brat46. It's so great to see you again. Thank you. So Terry is also here. Hi, Terry. It's great to see you. She says she would be back a little bit later. I'm not sure if she's back yet or not. We'll have to wait and see. And welcome to the channel. I don't think I've seen your name in chat before, but welcome to the channel. I hope you're well. She says hello from Lincoln, California. Well, hello. I hope the weather is beautiful over by you. Diamond Pain Carrie Lynn, thank you so much for being here. Hello. It's so great to see you again. Welcome back. Julie M64, hello. She says, good luck to all Jelly Roll racers. May your needles stay sharp and your bobbin bob smoothly. I love that, Julie. Thank you so much for that.
All right.
Yeah, Brad46 reminding everybody to hit that like button. So thank you for that reminder very much. I'm going to apologize in advance because I'm already starting to get warnings about my connections. You guys, if you are a subscriber of this channel, then you know I've been struggling with connections, internet connections. Good news is that I have purchased the equipment I need to hopefully fix that problem. The bad news is I have not gotten it installed yet. I am hoping to have it installed actually this evening so we can try it again for Sunday's stream tomorrow morning. So that is the goal of this. So if you do hear some crackling or some audio issues, I'm going to try and do everything that I can to counter that as much as I can, but unfortunately, it kind of is what it is right now. Hopefully, it'll be fixed by tomorrow. And so I appreciate your patience, and I thank you for hanging out with us, and I thank you for watching. So if that's not for you, I completely understand, and I appreciate you at least stopping in to say hello. But Brad46 reminding everybody to hit that like button. Thank you very much for that as well. Chloe, good afternoon. It's so great to see you. Welcome back to the channel. Terry wants to know, is anyone sewing up a jelly roll today? If you are sewing up a jelly roll, throw up your hand. Raise your hand. Anybody? Welcome back. Terry says no, she's sewing up some UFOs, and that's totally fine. Sandra says hello, Lucas. Julie says hello, family. That's right, we are one big happy family for sure. Mary H says hello, and hello to everybody in chat. Hello, Mary. It's so great to see you. Thanks so much for Julie says, is Lucas cheating? He's got a 4-pod assistant.
I don't know.
I don't think she's going to be much help. I don't think so.
Poor thing already.
Sandra said hello to Tony. Thank you so much for that. Lucy, hello again. It is so great to see you. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Saturday afternoon to you. Kathy Johnson, hello. It's so great to see you as well. Hopefully you stuck around. I know the audio was that great. Hopefully you're back again or sticking with us. We really appreciate it. Mary H says she's just stopping by. She said she can't stay. No problem. We understand. Oh, my screen resets, so give me a second. Lucy says audio is better, so that's good. I'm glad to hear it. Lucy says, where can we find the pattern again, please? Yes, Julie, of course. It is a free pattern by Donna Jordan of Jordan Fabrics. So you can go to jordanfabrics.com, click on the heading at the top of the screen that says free patterns, and then you're going to want to scroll almost all the way down to the bottom, and you're going to want to look for one that looks like this. And it's a jelly roll drag race. That is the pattern we're going to be using today. Now, for National Jelly Roll Day, there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of free patterns out on the internet for jelly rolls. So find whatever one works best for you. This is just the one that we're going to be using today, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Hi, Gladys. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. Let's see. I think I've gotten everybody in chat. If I miss you, please make sure you say hello again so I can say hello back. Mom, are you done with snapping up all your pieces there?
I am.
Awesome. All right, so now we're going to be putting all of these strips, we're going to connect them all up together into one really, really, really long strip. Now, Lucas had the bright idea to put his in a box. Probably not a bad idea because of his fur baby there. That's preventing her from being able to get things. Now, remember, the idea behind this is to keep things scrappy. There's no rhyme or reason to this. Don't try and match specific colors up together or put them in a certain order or things like that, because we're going to be shifting things around as we're going through this, and it's supposed to be very random and very scrappy. Now, there it is. Thank you very much for that, Terry. I appreciate you throwing up that link for me. And make sure, and in fact, I think I might be able to pin it. Let me see if I can pin it. Yep, I can. I can pin it. There we go. So now it'll be pinned up there for everybody to be able to follow if they want to. Thank you again, Terry, for popping that up there. So that's what we're going to be working with today. So the first thing we're going to do...
I'm sorry, I interrupted. Should I just drop these in?
To the bag? Sure. If that's how you want to grab them at random, yeah.
Well, I'm just asking, isn't that what Lucas did? Put them all in a pile?
So Lucas put all of his strips into one big pile and just kind of mushed them all up together, and that's how he's grabbing his. I have mine laid out here how they were on the roll, and I'm just randomly grabbing them. I'm just kind of reaching into the middle of the pile and grabbing a dark and then a light and a dark and a light. You can do this however you want.
So.
I'm sorry?
You know I have a mild case of OCD, so this is going to make me nuts.
Yes, I know. You and my aunt, who is hopefully also joining us, sewing along with us, have a little bit of OCD, and I understand that. But just try to remember to relax and just let it happen. The only rules to this is to, when you're putting the strip together, is don't pick two of the same strips at the same time. That's the only rule. Otherwise, sometimes you're going to end up with some strips that match up together, and that's okay. Yeah, there you go, Terry. You can drop them in a box, and you can clip the beginning strip at the bottom to not lose it. There you go. That's a great idea as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So I went ahead and let's go ahead and get started. Mom, go ahead and grab a strip. Doesn't matter which one, just grab one.
I got to put my thread on again.
Oh, you got to rethread your machine? Okay.
Yeah, I put black on here, and as I was flipping these strips, I said, yeah, no, we're not going to do black. We're going to do red.
Red or white would work as well because it won't show through the light colored fabric.
Correct. But I just chose red. I thought it was more Christmassy.
No, you can choose whatever you want. Whatever you want. I am using white thread. I believe Lucas is also using white thread, right, Lucas?
Yes, that is correct. I am using white.
Okay.
Well, I like color.
Mine will be full of colors. My jelly roll did not have a tag. It only had a ribbon, and I've since thrown that away. But mine is all colors of the rainbow. I've got greens, I've got blues, pinks, purples, oranges, yellows.
How pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes, each of us are doing a different one. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So what the first step is, we're going to take one of these strips, one of our colored strips, and then one of our background or accent pieces, and we're going to attach them together on an angle. So we're going to take our colored strip, our jelly roll strip, and then our accent strip, and we're going to lay our accent strip on top of our colored strip. We're going to overlap them about 1/4 of an inch on either end, and we're going to sew from top left corner to bottom right corner so that then they're attached on an angle like this. I'm sure there's another word for it, but you guys can see how they're attached here. But that's what we're going to be doing, and we're going to attach them all up together. So you can see, here was my first strip. And I attached the end to it, and then I attached another strip to it, and then I attached another end to it, and then another strip.
Angles.
Just like when we were putting the border pieces together, Mom, instead of attaching them edge to edge like this,
yeah,
we're gonna do the cross method like we've done before.
You know, I've decided.
Uh-oh.
You were just one mean teacher and insisting on me doing these angle things. So,
oh, okay.
Trust me, when I looked at the pattern too, I was a little like, this is going to be fun. We're racing doing this part.
This is not part of the race. Once the strip is all up together, then we will actually get together. Oh, that's when we will start sewing them together, and that's when the race will actually begin. First, we have to prep everything and get to that point. This is the longest part of the whole process, is getting this one huge long strip together, and that's why Lucas got a little bit of a head start. And I'm going to start sewing up here in just a second. I wanted to make sure that Mom got herself set up first. Brett 46, we are in trouble.
There, I had posted it. I didn't pay any attention to.
Okay. Jerry says, I made this pattern before it was rehomed in January. LOL. That's awesome.
Okay. Just pick a strip, you say, eh?
Just pick a strip at random. Grab a piece of your accent fabric.
Okay.
Right sides together.
Do I have to save a 1/2 inch like Donna did?
No, because you should, yes, for you, because you didn't trim yours, yes. You want to go in about a 1/2 inch. And 1/2 inch on your jelly roll strip and about 1/4 inch on your accent piece. You have salvage edges on your jelly roll strips?
Yes, I do.
So you want to move in from the salvage.
Okay.
Okay. And then with your accent piece, you want to hang that over the top about 1/4 inch. Mom, remember, you're going on an angle. So you're going to have jelly roll strip going the same angle as your machine. So like this with your machine.
You're going to come up with this in the middle. Your accent piece is going to be...
Hold on, I got to get the light out of my eyeballs.
Okay. So funny. Do you have the pattern in front of you, Mom?
Yeah.
Look at the pattern. Look at the back side of the pattern. There's a picture on the back of how to lay out the strips.
Oh, so I'm doing this. I'm doing an L.
Yes, the L.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes.
So,
Terry says, Joyce said, no, I'm not.
absolutely, Terry. I'm not doing an L.
She goes, That's
Half
funny.
inch in and a 1/4 inch up.
Yep.
Okay.
So the accent piece is the one that's on the top, or the new strip that you're working with is the one that's on the top, and the old strip is the one that's on the bottom.
Huh? They're all new to me.
Right, I know, but like once you sew up, okay.
This is going to take much longer than you thought.
Probably. Once we get a couple of them going, then you'll get the idea, and then you'll be like Lucas.
All
We'll
right.
just keep putting them
Let's
together.
try
So
this.
let's do the first one. So you're going to sew from corner to corner, not up and down, corner to corner cross. You can see how the picture shows corner to corner.
Yes,
and you're going to show from top left corner to bottom right corner.
Top left, bottom right. Okay.
Yes. So Donna Jordan, in her video, she showed that she put a piece of tape down on her machine to help her line that up. If that helps you, great. I don't have a piece of tape on my machine. I'm just going to eyeball it. And as long as I try and keep it straight and I go from corner to corner, I should be good. If it's a little wonky, that's okay too. We're going to make some adjustments. Huh?
But I thought she used a pin.
You could. Yeah. Depends on which one of her videos you watched. Yeah.
It's been too long since
like
I've
3
been
of
in
them.
this room. I don't know where my supplies are.
It's been so long since you've been in this room that you don't know where your supplies are. Well, that's not good.
I know. Well, and I stopped hollering. I've been busy.
So now Lucas and I had started doing this a little bit earlier. We were using our scissors to trim off the pieces. So once you've got it sewn corner to corner, you guys can kind of see a little bit my sewing line here. It goes from this corner to that corner. You can kind of see it a little bit there. We need to trim off this selvage or this extra bulk here. So we were using our scissors to do that, but we found that using our rotary cutter is actually a little bit faster for us. So I'm going to go ahead and just line up my line here. And just...
Now, does this what are you cutting?
Did you sew it yet?
What?
Have you sewn up your piece yet?
Yeah, I got it sewed. See?
Okay. Now we're going to trim off 1/4 inch from that little triangle there.
I don't think I did it right.
Let me see. When you open it up, does it open straight?
No.
No, you didn't do it right.
I did what you told me.
Oh, yes, it's the teacher's fault. Just ask Tony, she'll tell you.
I was gonna say, I gotta get Tony back. She's the teacher.
Yeah. For those of you who are new to the channel, my daughter Tony, Lucas's fiance, is a new 3rd grade teacher this year. We're really excited for her. And then she also has a twin sister. I have twins. And my other daughter, Taylor, has just started a new job in her career as well. But she prefers to keep her job a little bit more of a private, and I respect that. And so we don't talk about it much. All right. So this is unfortunately the longest part about the whole process, is getting these pieces up together. So I've got this strip here. You guys can see it. I've attached this one piece, and we're just going to finger press everything. We're not going to hard press anything with an iron. But now that I'm working on this piece, I'm going to take my new strip. Well, I went dark last time, so now I'm going to go light. And I'm going to line the light colored strip on top of the accent strip that I have, again, on an L. And I'm going to sew from top left corner
Make
to
sure
bottom
you got
right
the
corner.
L going the right way.
Yes, that is true. That is true. Once you get the hang of it, it gets to be pretty easy. But those first couple of pieces can be a little tricky.
Just for Mom.
Not for you. I'm sure other people who are in chat have struggled with this as well. And then you're going to go ahead and trim off that corner piece. I might need to change up.
If anybody hears snoring, it's not me. There is a dog underneath my table that is snoring.
Which dog?
Snoopy.
Snoopy.
And he just started snoring, so.
Unfortunately, Mama Joyce does not have a puppy cam like I do. For those of you who are just following on the channel, that is what that little camera is that you see in the corner there, with just some flooring, is my puppy cam. And speak of the devil, there's my puppy.
Right,
baby girl.
Together.
There's one of them anywhere. There's the bigger one. Come on. There's the bigger one.
Yeah, this
Wrigley, come to mommy. And there's my little one. So those are my puppies. Everybody got to sit? That's not sitting, Ivy. Ivy, you got to sit. Take it nice. Good girl, Addie. Take it nice. There you go, Wiggles. There we go. Those are my fur babies, and that is my puppy cam. They'll come and go throughout the day, so you guys will probably see them more often than I do, because half the time I don't notice when they're coming in or when they're sitting on the camera. But there you go. There they are. That is what that little camera down there in the corner is for our puppy cam. And if it's been a while since we've seen them, just let me know and I can entice them in here with a treat or two. There we go, Mom. Good job. See? Not so hard. Now you're going to go ahead and trim that bulk off. You can use your scissors if you want to, or you can use a rotary cutter. It's completely up to you. And you just want to cut about 1/4 of an inch from the sewing line.
Got it.
Terry says, I thought they were my fur babies. They're the channel's fur babies, Terry. I'm willing to share. Although if they are for your babies, does that mean you're going to pay the vet bills? I'm just asking. I'm kidding. All right, so we got to get going here. So we've got a lot to put together. Lucas is probably already halfway there.
I wish.
So I'm going to go ahead and grab my accent pieces. I'm going to bring them up here so
now
that
what do I do?
a little bit faster.
I'm sorry, I interrupted again.
That's
okay.
Am
I attaching to the accent piece?
Yes. So now take another strip and a different color, different style strip. Just grab at random. And you're going to attach it to the accent piece the exact same way you just did. So you're going to lay that one on an L, right sides together. Just like that. Yep. Top left, bottom right. Just like that. Yep. Perfect. And you're just going to keep going. We're going to do a strip, an accent, a strip, an accent, a strip, an accent until we have none left. You should have a total of 79 accent strips, which is a weird number. That's because you have 80 strips, because we've taken the 40 strips, so we've cut them in half. Now we have 80 of them. So it's going to take a hot minute for us to get through this, but that's why we're all here to hang out.
I got to be faster here.
Don't we all? And then once we get that going, then we will start the race, and that's where we will actually start the giveaway as well. We will start to take the names for the giveaway as well. Now, how long the race takes, nobody knows. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long because it's going to be pretty quick. But that's when we will start. But first, you got to get your fabric prepped. So for those of you who are following along, this will give you time now to go ahead and get those fabrics sewn up together. Now remember, we're just finger pressing everything up together. We're not worrying about pieces or what goes with where. I'm just grabbing at random, putting them in a bag and mixing them up. That's a great way to doing it. Putting it in a box like Lucas did, just put them in a big old pile and just pull from the big old pile. That works too. Whatever helps you to make sure that you're staying on as random as you can. Now, before you hopped in our Zoom call, which again, thank you both for joining us today. Lucas and I were just chatting about his job. You guys know that he's a crime scene investigator for a fairly large-ish town.
Wouldn't you say
Yeah.
medium size?
Medium
Yeah.
size. Yeah,
Only
probably good call. Medium size. Yeah, and so we were just talking about that. Betty, good morning. Welcome back. She says, missed the cutting. I'll have to watch that later. Honey, all that you need to cut is 6.5 is 1 yard of fabric into 6.5 by 2.5 inch strips, and then you have to take your jelly roll strips and cut them in half. That's the only cutting that you need to do. But so yeah, so you can. That's all you'll need to do. I've got the pattern pinned up to the chat there, so you can click on that at any point in time. I did not create this pattern. This is not mine. It is a Donna Jordan pattern. At least that's the one we're following. I'm sure there are a million other variations out there. That's just the one we're working on. But no, other than that, there is no cutting involved. But anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Lucas. You said, how is your job going?
No, it's good. I'd say it's not big enough for there to be a need for more than one crime scene investigator. So, but we're at the point where we should probably have a second one.
Gotcha. And which is both a sad thing and a good thing because that means your town is growing, but also sad because that means so is your crime, right?
Yep.
But yeah, Lucas is a crime scene investigator. His fiance, my daughter, is a third-grade teacher for the town that they live in. They're about 2.5 hours west of us here.
Yeah.
And straight west, actually. Just off the river. Mama Joyce is a whole whopping 3/4 of a mile from me. She's just down the road, which is great. It's nice being that close to her. Because when she struggles on camera with things, I can just hop in the car and drive over there and help her, which I've had to do before. You guys remember one of our live streams once before. Mama Joyce usually joins me on our After Dark edition, which is what we do on our Saturday evening streams. We only do those once a month. We'll be doing one next month where Mama Joyce will be joined by her bestie, Sherlock Cheryl. And her and Sherlock Cheryl have something very special planned for next weekend.
Oh boy, when do they not have something? There's always up those sleeves of theirs.
That is true. That is true. That is very true. Hi, Jess. Welcome back to the channel. Are there bets on the race, Terry? There are no bets on the racing. No. But I will tell you that the giveaway is going to follow along with the race. So whoever wins first, the first person that we call in the giveaway, will win that top. So there is that to go with. And when you're putting these together, you want to make sure you throw in that accent piece because I almost forgot it.
I know. I have a feeling I'm going to get to that point where I'm just so focused that I'm just going to just go and I'm going to forget that I've not been adding those in.
Yeah.
Hey.
So when you're putting these strips together, we got to make sure we remember to throw that accent piece in there at the end of every strip.
I know. You want to get a closer look, huh?
All right. So
close.
Good news for all of our subscribers that I do have an equipment upgrade coming hopefully this evening. That is my plan. So hopefully by tomorrow's stream it will be a little bit better. I bought a new router and new modem for my internet connection because that is currently the issue that I'm having. And that's why I'm having the audio issues. It's not an equipment, like my mic isn't the problem. It's not, right now I don't think it's the computer that's the problem. I think right now it's just the internet connection that's a problem. So hopefully that will fix the problem. We'll have to wait and see what happens. So we are just going to be attaching up strips here. Now, again, this is the longest part of this project, and it does take a considerable amount of time to sew up 80 strips. 80 strips and 79 background pieces. So we're trying to do this, as quickly as we can, but also accurately as well. And I am finding that using the ruler and rotary cutter to trim is cutting down significantly on the amount of time it's taking.
No, you can play with the ones in here. You can play with those ones, not these ones.
Lucas having trouble with his fur baby? All right, so just gonna keep going here. Tell us if you are joining us in chat. What are you working on today to celebrate National Jelly Roll Day? Hopefully, it's a jelly roll, but that it doesn't necessarily have to be. I did see that Sandra was working on a UFO, which is really exciting. Sandra, you'll have to tell us a little bit more about that. I know a lot of people have been working on Hexies lately. That's been a big project that a lot of people are working on. What is everybody else up to? Terry says half square triangles. Ooh.
You want more of a step?
Betty, I agree with you 100% on that. I miss her as well. I mean, I personally did not know her, and I know that Matt and and their family are doing everything they can on the channel. I think they're doing a fantastic job of keeping her memory alive on the channel, but I too miss her as well.
Thank you. Come here. You're gonna take off.
Go. Just grabbing pieces at random here. I'm trying to do light, dark, light, dark, light, dark as much as I can, or as much as my jelly roll will allow for. We'll have to wait and kind of see how it goes. If you wanted to lay your strips out in some type of a fashion so that you could do that, you could do that. That makes it easier for you. Whatever works best for you. Mom, how you doing with those strips? You doing okay?
Huh?
You're doing okay with your strips now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Now the other option for you is you could chain piece this kind of the way that you do with binding. I've kept my piece on the machine right now, and I'm adding my accent strip to it. And then you can go back and trim later, too. That is also an option. But those accent pieces are really tiny. Hi, Don. Welcome to the channel. Thanks so much for joining us. Julie, I love your answer. That is so cool. Julie says, I plan on eating some jelly on a roll later. That's how she's going to celebrate National Jelly Roll Day. Love that. That's great. Oh, that's funny. So we are here for the duration. If you guys need to go or come back or take a break or whatever it is you need to do, you just let us know. You just go ahead and do that. You don't even need to let us know.
Just be sure you're here for the end, because that's when we'll start the giveaway.
That's when we're going to start the giveaway. Yeah, we'll let you know when the race starts. And when the race starts, that's when we'll open up the entries. And then whoever finishes first, that their quilt top will be the one that's given away, and we'll go in order of whoever finishes theirs first. That's how we're going to do that. Random piece here. The only thing that you want to be careful of when you're doing this is just make sure that you're not picking two of the same strips together. So like this strip is different than this one. And again, I'm trying to do light and dark. You do whatever works best for your roll, because every roll is different. Like Lucas's got a rainbow roll, so each one of his strips is a different color and pattern. So he's doing something a little bit different. Same thing with Mama Joyce. Hers are all Christmas colors, so she's doing her own that way as well. We're going to be kind of quiet and focused here because we're all sewing up stuff. Mom, what were you planning to do this weekend before we decided to do this jelly roll race? You've been doing a lot of, you've been all kinds of places doing,
Yeah, I've been doing lots of, I've been really busy. I will say that.
you've been keeping real busy. Yep. You have some exciting news to tell our subscribers about something, a new event coming up in your life here soon.
Yes. Hold on, I'm looking for the phone. There it is.
Is it a countdown?
Hold on. Can you see it?
13 days. 13
Woo!
days till what, Mom? Besides Taylor Swift's new album.
Retirement.
13 days till retirement. That is amazing. That is so exciting for you. Mom has decided to retire from her current career. Do you have any plans for your retirement yet, Mom? Or you're just going to kind of see where things go? You know, some people, they have travel plans or certain things they want to do. I know you said something about some quilting projects, didn't you? Or where did she go? We were talking to her. She left.
Uh-oh.
She must have had to let a dog out. Where'd she go? I didn't hear her say hang on, so she must have had to let a dog out. There we go. Yeah, using the whatchamacallit was definitely a good call, Lucas.
That wasn't me. That would be
That
your
was
daughter.
Tony. Yeah, Tony said, wouldn't it be easier to use the rotary cutter? I said, it could be, and it turns out it is, so. Some people prefer their scissors, and I understand that. It's their preference. There's nothing wrong with that. I like the idea of the rotary cutter.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. We've got quite a few people in chat saying congratulations. 13 days is really exciting for you. We're so happy for you.
Thank you.
Terry says Joyce already started her retirement. She disappeared.
Yeah.
Forget it. I'm not waiting. That's too funny.
It wasn't the plan, but
But you know what? Sometimes life throws you lemons, and you got to make yourself some lemonade.
that's right, and that's what I did. So
You
getting more
make
excited.
decisions based on what's best for you. Don't worry about anybody else. And you know what? You got to be willing to, adjust and adapt in your life. Because let's face it, nothing ever goes according to plan in the world.
No, it doesn't.
In life.
No, it does not. And I'm pleased that I'm able to.
Yes, you're not retiring for any medical reasons or being forced to retire by your employer. This is all your decision.
Yep.
Yes, that is very true. So for those of you following along, this part of the process takes forever. It takes a while. I'm trying to do a couple of them at a time and then trim them up at a time, and it's taking a hot minute.
My strips seem to be not cut very well.
Sorry to hear that.
I mean, they're cut okay. They're just I'm not lining them up right when I sew them. So then I get them sewed. I
Oh,
look at it and I
gotcha.
go, yeah, I don't like that. I'm gonna take that out.
Well, remember, the whole thing's going to be sewn up together on those pinked edges anyway, so if it's not lining up 100% fine, great, that's okay,
All
because
part of the
you're going to be
celebration.
sewing it all up anyway again, and you can line it up then, too.
I know, but
So try not to make it
away, I
perfect.
want it to be nice. Right?
That is true. Giving it away, you want to make sure it's pretty good, that's true. I can't wait to see what our subscribers do with these. Like, I imagine there's going to be at least one of these that is not actually going to turn into a traditional quilt. Like, I imagine that one person, at least one, will end up taking this quilted top, this stone top, and then cutting it up into pieces again and doing something else with it. And I'm so excited to see what that is, you know? See how creative people get. Hi, Rita, welcome back.
Well,
Yes, Rita, we are all three of us are working on the drag race. We are all doing different fabric patterns. We have not started the race yet. We're still trying to get our strip together. Because for this particular race, it's all one big long strip, so that's what we're putting up together first.
Nope, I want another dark one. I want a light one. Nope, I don't want a light one yet. One of these. I can do this.
You can do it, Mom. I got faith in it. Faith in you.
Okay. Well, glad one of us does.
Trust me, I'm like looking at my pile of my accent fabrics, and I'm like, man, I thought I was making a dent.
Yeah, no, I'm not making a dent either. You're sewing way more than I have.
Dawn says, "Who's winning? Are there prizes for first?" Dawn, Rita wants to know where the race cars. You know, I didn't think about that, Rita, but I probably should have lined up some race cars along here. I should have, and I didn't, because Mr. Wizard has a whole mess of cars, so I could have done that, and I didn't think to do that. I'll have to make a note for next year to do that, because
Next
that would be
time you
fun.
need to incorporate, we need to get Sherlock Cheryl here.
Yes, Sherlock Cheryl can come in on it too. So the prize is not for us. The prize is for you guys. And it will be a matter of the actual quilt top. The quilt tops, we are giving these quilt tops away, and the prizes will be for you guys. The first person to finish will be the first name we pull, things like that. So nothing for any of us specifically. Some people do it for charities and things like that, and I think that's great. We're not doing any of that. I'm starting to get this pile is starting to get a little messy on me, and that's okay. Letting go of the control of it and just kind of selecting at random. Let's see, what was the other question? Throttle pedal not shown. That is correct. Throttle pedal is not shown. The race itself has not started yet. We want to put the strip together first, and then we will start the race. And when we start the race, then we will also start collecting the names for the giveaway. You can see my puppy cam there in the corner. I've got a puppy that just joined me.
Gee,
Yes.
do you know how the poll system works on Streamlabs?
Oh, the what now?
The poll, like I started a poll.
I don't know how it works on Streamlabs. No, I know how it works on YouTube, and it's basically just people go in and vote. You set up a question and answers, and then they just go in and they vote. They vote on the answer. They select an answer.
I was trying to see if, I don't know if Streamlabs has a way to where we could put in a question of who would win the jelly roll race, and everyone would vote.
Uh-huh.
And then the poll just goes throughout the stream.
Uh-huh.
And then at the end, we could I don't know if you could see who voted for each whatever.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And give them
But
extra symbols or something?
Yeah, you can go like symbols,
Yeah,
but I don't know.
I mean, that could be fun. That could be a great idea, and I wish I had thought about that ahead of time. Yeah, that could be fun. Oh, there's a puppy. Yes, Rita. Dawn says she's voting for
Think
Lucas.
about it for next time.
Don't take sides, Dawn. It's fine. Does the kitty know that he or she is a puppy?
That's funny.
That's funny.
Yes.
Yes. So Lucas's fault is he has a four-legged assistant. Yes.
Assistant is a word I would not use. I don't know if you saw it earlier, but I had where she's laying with all of my strips for the jelly roll on there, and she decided to jump up. But what she's sitting on is the trash can, and it's not the same size as the ironing mat. It's a little bit smaller, so she knocked it all over.
Oh, jeez.
So,
Lucas, don't
she's...
forget your camera is on your counter, not on your screen.
I know. I'm looking over here because I have Tony's
you're
tablet
you're
set
looking
up.
at me on that screen, and you got to look at the camera. It's okay. It's fine. I
all
understand.
over.
It's all right. It's fine. Totally fine. I understand. All right. So no, to answer somebody's question, the race has not started yet. We're still putting our strips together, which is going to take us a hot minute to do. There is no clear winner at this particular moment, although Lucas did kind of get a head start from us. Mama Joyce got in a little bit late on the Zoom call. Again, totally fine because she wasn't feeling all that great earlier. She wasn't even sure she was going to make it at all. So we're grateful that she's here. So Lucas got a little bit of a head start with regards to the strip piece here. Mama Joyce has taken out a couple of her pieces already because she's a bit of a perfectionist. She has a really hard time with Scrappy.
Yes, I do.
And I've drilled it into my head that there's a salvage. So...
Dawn, yes, Mama Joyce has already used hers twice.
3 times.
Oh, 3 times now. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Sherlock Cheryl is in chat. Welcome back to the channel, Sherlock Cheryl. Thanks so much for joining us. So great to see you. There are so many strips here. No shenanigans
Oh,
today.
not today.
Not today. Not today. So many pieces of fabric. My goodness, just so many pieces. Ooh.
You know, these
Don't
20-minute
forget those
YouTube
accent
videos.
pieces.
20-minute YouTube videos seem like it went by super quick.
20. Oh yeah. Yeah. Donna Jordan's 20-minute tutorial, yeah, makes it look like it's super quick, yeah. And she also probably has like 3 people behind her doing all the work too. Terry says, Lucas, this is a crime scene that you have already cracked. Snickers committed the sabotage in the sewing room with her murder mittens.
Yes.
That is awesome. I love that. That's great.
Well,
have Tony take notes. She could start writing children's books.
Well, she can write
Cheryl, we're sorry to hear
books.
that. Cheryl says, sorry I couldn't be there. Olive got her puppy shots today and she isn't feeling well.
Aww.
Poor baby. That is totally fine, Cheryl. We understand life gets in the way sometimes, and you can't always be on live streams. That's okay.
Yep.
Hi, honey. Alright, so I think I'm figuring this out. If I keep the jelly roll strip on the machine and I attach the accent fabric to it, then when I pull them off, I have 2 that I can cut at the same time.
Okay.
So, just
Food for
throwing
thought.
that out there for you. And in case you guys hear a whine, I do apologize. That is Ivy. She has joined me, and she has decided that she needs a snack. And Mommy has the snacks here in this room somewhere, so. That's right, Terry. It is cuddle day with the pupper. That is right. Alright, we've got lots to trim up here. And we are just finger pressing these. We are not ironing up anything. We're just finger pressing it all together.
Sure.
Mama Joyce may not even be doing that. Mama Joyce likes to march to the beat of her own drummer, and sometimes her drummer is a little drunk.
Now, stop picking on me.
That's right, there's no ironing in racing.
Thank you.
Don says, Lucas, looks like you're ahead. He is most definitely ahead. Yes, he is most definitely ahead.
My box isn't filled up yet.
He is most definitely ahead. I just keep kind of picking up mine and flipping it around. I don't want to lose this. Hang on,
I have to keep checking mine to make sure I'm sewing it at the right L.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
I did a binding once, and I had them going all different directions, so I had to tear it all out and try again.
Gotcha. Now, at some point, when we start to put this all together and we start the race, at some point things might get a little twisted, and that's okay because we cut the end of it anyway, and that untwists it. So you guys will see when we get there, if we ever get there.
Sunshine.
If we ever get there, my goodness. Now, for the record, I've never done a drag race jelly roll on a live stream, so I honestly have no idea how long this is going to take us to do. We're going to have to wait and see what happens.
Well, I don't know. This is my pile still. Can you see my pile?
No, I cannot see your pile. Yeah, mine is pretty big too. Yeah. Lucas's is probably smaller.
This is mine.
Yeah, okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Sure.
Like I said, it's a race to the finish, so hopefully, it doesn't take us all night to do it, but I got no other plans. Are you attaching the accent pieces now? Yes, I am attaching the accent pieces. So it's a strip, an accent piece, a strip, an accent piece, a strip, an accent piece. Yes. Why did I skip one? I don't think I skipped one.
Uh-oh.
Damn it, Terry, now you got me all paranoid. Hang on.
Slow her down, Terry.
Slow her down. Oh, I didn't trim some pieces. Glad you guys are paying attention. I got some here that I didn't trim up, so. Slow her down there, Terry. I am not ahead of anybody. I am probably the furthest behind. That's right, Don. Don says, go, Lucas, room.
I can't speed up because I know as soon as I speed up, I'm going to start making mistakes, and then it'll slow me down.
Yep. Well, the good news is Mama Joyce already broke the, she already pulled out the seam ripper, so.
4 times now.
Oh, geez, 4 times. My goodness. What's going on over there?
Why is it loud? I have puppies playing in my doorway.
Does she growl when she plays?
Did you not hear her? She's barking. She's yelling at Snoopy.
Yes, I hear it. That's okay. I have one literally sitting on the camera. Absolutely adorable.
And I have an unintentional pet cam.
Hey, guys, out. Nothing in here for you. There's no food, Snoop. He said, out. What the heck are you doing?
Mom, there's a bunch of people in chat saying that they have trouble getting their ends to meet, just like you are having trouble with it, because it's on an angle like that, so you're not the only one.
Oh, good.
Oh, I am too. I am.
I'm not alone then.
I'm not. really worried about it too much because it's going to be part of the salvage edge anyway. So, but for some reason, I managed to like grab a whole bunch of strips and didn't trim anything. So I'm back here trimming. I was just on a sewing roll. No pun intended there. Roll, wheels, rolling. Never mind. Never mind. It's a bad joke. My ends are not matching up perfectly either, but I'm not really concerned about it because, like I said, it's going to be part of the salvage anyway. So as long as I have a semi-straight edge here, that's all I'm really worried about. Dawn, that is an option. You fold the corners in and sew on along the folded edge. That is an option as well. You could cut the edges and then sew them that way. That would work also. Just making sure I've got a strip tube here. Yeah. There's a bunch of different ways you could probably achieve the same effect. This is just the way the pattern calls, so that's what we're going to do.
Will you, instead of, didn't Donna have two of the accent fabrics? She sewed those all together? Like 2 or 3 of
She
them?
has a couple of different jelly roll videos, Mom. That particular one, yes, she had 3 different accent fabrics she was using. And then there was another one that she was doing, the actual drag race one that is connected to this pattern, where it was just a single accent fabric. But yeah, she's got a couple of them.
I didn't see that one, but I did see the one where she used the 3 fabrics and put them together that way.
Yeah. There's a bunch of different variations. I've seen ones where they don't use any accent fabric at all, and they literally just sew up the jelly roll. They sew up the ends of the jelly roll together, and then they just start folding it. I've actually made that type of a pattern before.
Are you kidding me?
It does make it a little bit smaller, the quilt top, but yeah, you could do that as well. You don't have to use any accent fabric or any angles or anything. You literally just sew the strips up together. That's right, Dawn. Races are not perfection. Budget in the seam allowance. That's exactly what I like to do. Yeah. Yes, Rita, that is true. So in other words, don't let it bug me. That is true. Yep, that's it. Don't stress about it. The whole point of this is to be fun. Not supposed to be perfect. If it was supposed to be perfect, then we'd let the machines make it for us. Enjoy the journey. There we go. All right. So I need to grab another piece here. Just kind of grabbing pieces here.
That's what I'm going to struggle with is when I'm getting closer to the end, I'm going to start grabbing pieces and I'm going to end up with like 5 of the same color in a row. That's what I'm scared of.
Well, that's why if you just keep grabbing light and dark, light and dark, light and dark, then you're probably okay. Now, of course, your eye is automatically drawn to certain fabrics more than others. That's just kind of the way it goes. And that's why I kind of keep moving mine around so that hopefully I'm not doing that. And of course, I grabbed the exact same fabric that I'm working on as I say that. You just kind of go with it. Like, it doesn't. We're going to be matching up these ends together anyway. So, in the big scheme of things, it's all going to work out in the end. I keep going back to that one. Would you just grab this one? It's all going to work out in the end. Have a little bit of faith. Have a little bit of fun. And don't let it bother you. At some point, we are going to probably end up with 2 fabrics that are next to each other in this quilt pack. And that's okay. Race car fabric. Ooh, that would be fun. Yeah. My hair is like all over the place. Give me a second here, guys. That's making me insane. It's like extra. I got it colored last weekend, and so because it's colored, it's a little bit on the dry side. And I've been adding extra conditioner to it, and leave-in conditioners and all kinds of stuff. But it still takes a couple of weeks for it to kind of get back to normal, and that's totally fine. But because it's dry, it does tend to knot up a little bit more than normal. And so because of that, it's like all over the place, in the way, in my eyes, in my nose, in my mouth, like it's just everywhere. So let's try to put it up a little bit and see if that works a little bit better for me. All right, there we go. Oh, see, it doesn't look terrible. Da, 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 da. All right. So I turned the music off because I thought that maybe that was affecting the audio a little bit. So I did turn the music off. So I apologize for the quiet. There's no music going on in the background. Except for that one. Welcome to the Experts Membership, Rita. Thank you so much for joining our members only section. I really appreciate that. You have joined as an expert, which brings you all kinds of additional perks. We will get to those later. Make sure that you email me with your address because you get some extra perks as a member. So welcome to the membership. As a reminder, I do a I do a scrap busting box at least once a year. That's okay. She said, goodness, I thought I had already joined. That's okay. It's no problem. I appreciate you joining now. We do a scrap busting box at least once a year, sometimes twice a year. You do have to be a member of the channel for at least 3 months. So that box will be going out in December, most likely. So if you guys want in on that box, you do have to be members. This is your last month to join to be part of that box. And that's just to cover the postage. All right, let's see. There are 3 levels to the membership. We have our Thumbelina membership, which means that you are contributing a very small amount to the channel, but every little bit counts. The second level is our Fat Quarter Club, where I will send you 3 fat quarters from my stash every quarter. And then there's our Experts Club, which opens up opportunities for Zoom calls and private meetings and such like that. The description of each is available in that members section. Thank you very much, Rita, for becoming a member of the channel. Hearts in chat for Rita, if you guys would please. Hearts in chat. Oh my, Mom's got some doggies talking over there.
They're all the way across the house. I believe they're in my bedroom, which is on the total other end of the house.
The complete opposite end of our house. They're over there, and they're barking up a storm over there, playing.
Yes, they are. That's what they're doing.
I only have one that really barks when she plays. She barks and growls when she plays. The other two don't. So.
Well, you'll find this amusing. Snoopy has always barked when he plays.
Snoopy is your beagle. For those who don't know, Mom has a beagle named Snoopy.
Gracie has never barked when she plays. Occasionally she'll growl.
Gracie is Mom's cream golden.
And Pebbles, if she's playing with Snoopy, she's very vocal because he's vocal. If she's playing with Gracie, she's not so vocal. I just find it amusing that that's what she does.
Too funny. And Pebbles is Mom's baby. Is she a year old yet, Mom?
She what? In
Pebbles,
August, she was a year old.
Pebbles was a year old in August. That's Mom's baby. Pebbles is a teddy bear, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Which is
But they tell me anyway.
a Bichon and a Shih Tzu mix.
Correct.
And if you ask us, we think she's related to Ivy because she looks just like her.
She looks just like
Thank
her.
you very much for that email, Dawn. Or I'm sorry, Rita. I will take that. I will get that onto the list. So then that way, when the boxes go out, I don't need to harass you for it. Then you will just be part of the crew. Welcome to the club. But we meet on every other Monday as part of the members only. You'll be able to see some of our previous members' live streams available to you now. And we meet every other Monday. I throw the link up into our members only section of our community. And you're welcome to join at any time, or you can just watch the live streams, things like that. And we'll get together and talk about other stuff later on. But thank you very much for becoming a member. I appreciate that. All right. Oh, wow, that is fun. Oh, I'm glad you think it's fun. That's good. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We do meet in the evenings during the week, so if that's unfortunately not a good time frame for you, I do apologize for that. Unfortunately, that is the only time frame available for me.
Well, hello. Did you run out of steam? Here, you want ice cube? Come here. Come here. Here.
All right, so we just keep going here. Lights and darks, lights and darks, lights and darks. Just keep grabbing.
I am.
This is the longest part of the whole process. It takes the longest.
It's a good thing we're not racing through this, eh?
Right?
Yeah.
Although we do need to try and all finish about the same time so that we can start the race.
I'm trying.
Just giving you snot, Mom. Yes, now you'll get to play video catch-up. That's right. That's right.
There they go again.
We did have a members-only project that we were working on. We're just about finished with that now, Rita, but you're welcome to catch up if you'd like. But we'll probably have another one soon. Maybe not this year, but soon. Oh, okay, Mom. You weren't the only one that's going to have to pull her seam ripper out. I just completely botched this one.
Well, see, that's what happens when you're talking.
It is. She's right. She's 100% true. That is why my seam ripper comes out probably more than anybody else's usually.
You know, I can multitask at work with no problem. I really can. I can talk. I can do anything. Multitask several things at once at work.
Rita, you are welcome to try and catch up on that if you'd like. We are on the last rows, putting the rows together. So we're just about finished with that one, but you are welcome to try to catch up if you'd like to. This next time we meet, not this Monday, but next Monday will be our next members only live stream, and we're going to be putting our rows together. We were supposed to do it last week, but I decided to go a different way instead, do something different. And if anybody else wants to know what we're talking about, well, then you'll just have to join the membership in order to figure it out.
Pebbles, knock it off.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, lay down. You want to go outside? He just got slammed into the doorway again. He won't be walking tomorrow.
Who did?
Snoopy.
Oh yeah, Snoopy's been having trouble.
Uh-oh.
They play a little bit rough, and he's a little bit older, and so he ends up hurting himself. And to multitask, yes, but cannot do live stream and sew at the same time. I can understand that.
They
I
try way too
usually
hard.
do pretty well. I usually do pretty well, but I am not without my mistakes, that is for sure. Okay, so I'm just gonna sew up a bunch of these and then start trimming them down again. Let's see what I got. I gotta get that light one here. Light. So now I had ironed all these, so they laid nice and flat, and now I'm just gonna slam them all together, and they're all gonna get kinked and stuff again. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. Where are you at, Lucas? Are you almost done?
No. That was funny though.
There was a manic laugh there. My gosh.
I feel like I still haven't made a dent on my accent stash.
I think it's gonna feel like that for a long time, and then all of a sudden it's like, shit, where'd they all go? Terry says the members project was awesome, and Janie, I found a great use for the first batch of fabric. I had started with baby quilts for the NICU. There you go. That's a great use for those fabrics. That's an excellent idea. Terry had picked out some fabrics and then started to make a quilt and realized she didn't like them. So she nixed those fabrics for the project and decided to do something different instead. Which is totally fine. I think we've all been there before. How is everyone that's doing the race, how are you guys liking your fabrics that you've got together? Do you think they're going well together? Do you think they don't match up? Do you think they're complementing each other well?
You're talking to us?
Yeah, you guys. Yeah.
Well, I like these colors better than the ones on the picture on the pattern.
Yeah, I am.
I looked at that pattern and I gotta tell you, I went, why?
Oh, the batiks with the brown, yeah.
It looked like baby poop.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, tell us how you really feel.
So I'm actually kind of glad that these look much better.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Even the ones on the video yesterday that Donna was using, I went, oh, those look so much better
than the browns.
Yeah, I don't know why they would have picked that
photo
or those colors to put on that, because to me it just looked terrible.
Well, that's why they make so many different types of fabrics out there.
I'm sure it is.
Choose the ones that you like the most.
Yes.
I guess is they had extra jelly rolls of that fabric and they just weren't trying to get rid of it.
Could have been.
That's going to be my guess. Terry says, baby poop doesn't look good no matter what. LOL. Joyce says, and Rita is laughing. She says, LOL, Joyce, baby poop.
Yeah. Various stages of baby poop.
Too funny. Too funny. Hi, Sandra. Sandra's trying to start a heist over there in chat. If you guys are new to our channel, then you may not know about our Thimbles program that we have going on in chat. Basically, it's a loyalty points program. You are earning thimbles, or points or thimbles, as you are watching the channel, and every time you participate in chat, you get a few more, and then there's 3 games that you can play in chat to earn even more. There is the slots machine game, there is the gamble game, which is basically just a luck of the draw, and then there's our heist game, which is also a luck of the draw. You just have to wait a little bit longer to see if you won. So those 3 games are available to you in chat, and then once you've earned a certain number of thimbles, you can trade them in for a prize. You can redeem multiple prizes per live stream, but they can't be the same prize. So you can redeem 1 fat quarter in 1 notion and 1 pattern in 1 live stream, but then you can't do 2 fat quarters or 2 notions types of things. And that's just to keep things a little bit even and a little bit fair for everybody. There's no limit to how many times you can redeem. It's until you run out of thimbles.
And no purchase necessary.
Absolutely, there is absolutely no purchase necessary. You do not need to be a member of the channel to join. You simply need to be a subscriber, which is free. Sandra says, I'm sewing with you, just not 2.5-inch strips. Well, that's okay, Sandra. There's nothing wrong with that. Sandra also has her own channel. Make sure you guys give her a shout out over there. Check her out. You can do ! Sandra in chat. My moderators, both Terry and Kathy, who is not with us right now, but both of them also have their own channel, so make sure you check them out. I know Rita, I think Rita has her own channel, if I remember correctly. I know Starting with Jess has her own channel. Make sure you check her out also. And then I feel like there's another one. Gladys. Gladys also has her own channel as well. Lots of content creator friends. Oh, and Dawn. Let's not forget Dawn. Sorry, Dawn. Lots of content creator friends here on this channel. And I try to do my best to support them as well as much as I can. Okay, so these are all.
By the way,
yes.
see,
Yes.
I have decided.
Oh boy.
That this multi-pack of thread that I bought initially off of Amazon.
Yeah.
I think it was all old thread.
Oh.
I'm having trouble with this red one.
Now you're having trouble with the red one?
Yeah. I threw away the dark purple one because I couldn't get it
to stay in your machine.
Yeah, it just kept breaking. And then when I pulled it off the machine and I just took it and I was like, I pulled it and I went, oh my God. It just pretty much shredded in my hands.
Wow.
I
have had that problem with polyester threads before. I've never had any problems with cotton threads, but I have had trouble with polyester thread. So maybe, I think that bin that we bought was cotton thread, wasn't it? Yeah.
They were all cotton.
Or at least it says they're cotton.
Correct. It says they're cotton.
But I'm sorry to hear that. Have you tried the new threads I gave you? Have you gotten a chance to try those yet?
And I bought some others. Where did I buy those others from? I don't think I bought those others from Amazon. They were from somewhere else. But no, I haven't tried the other ones yet.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, for a while, I thought it was the machine.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
And then we figured out, no, it's the thread.
Carrie says, I just broke a needle. Drink.
Oh.
We don't have any special word today because we did want to encourage day drinking, even though we all do it. But we don't have any drinking words today. But I am sorry to hear that you broke a needle. I hate it when that happens because it makes such a loud noise, and it always scares the bejesus out of you when you do it. But yeah, Mom, I've never had that issue with cotton thread. But I have had that issue with polyester thread before.
Well,
and usually that's when I'm like, when I start to have trouble, I go and I look and I go, what kind of thread am I using?
Well, this one keeps breaking too, but not nearly as bad as the other one did.
Huh.
What?
I've never had trouble with thread breaking before, so it's just a new experience, that's all. All right. I'm going to gather to guess that I'm about halfway. Whether that's actually true or not, I don't know. But I'm going to gather to guess that I'm about halfway.
Gather to guess.
You know what? I'm gonna give myself a little bit of
encouragement,
a confidence boost by saying I'm about halfway. But at this rate, we're never going to get to the race because it's going to take us forever.
But now we know for next time that we'll have to
Do the sewing first and the race
Yeah.
the next day.
Yeah.
Or prep half of them, so then we only have.
Well, I've never done this pattern before. I didn't know how long it took.
Yeah, I know.
Like Lucas said, that 20-minute video makes it seem like it's really easy to do.
Yes, it does.
When we've only been at it for an hour and a half, so.
That long already?
Yeah, it's 2:30. Yeah. Yep.
Well, I hope it goes quickly once we're racing.
The race, from what I understand, goes very quickly. Because you're basically, you only have to sew 6 lines, basically.
And they get shorter each time.
Right.
All right, I'm going to trust that process there, kid. She said, don't worry about the lines, so I'm not going to worry about the lines. I got
Rita
my...
says, only time I've ever had thread break is when I try and use colored thread, especially black or dark blue. Not sure why either. Tried different brands and still same thing, thread breakage. Wow. I've never had any issues with thread breaking before. But, that's not to say that, I'm who knows? Who knows?
Well, I'll tell you, the very pretty fat machine we saw at the quilt show we went to in Madison.
Yes, because you guys went to the Wisconsin Quilt Show. You and my aunt went to the Wisconsin Quilt Show.
Oh my God.
The FAF?
Yes. FPFAFF.
And Mom, the other quilt store,
What?
the other quilt store that I took you to that one time, not the fabric store, but the quilt store,
Yeah.
that one sells FAF machines.
Do they?
Yep.
Well, the floor model I couldn't afford, so. But I have a funny feeling your aunt might buy it.
Ah. Do you like that one?
She really liked it, yes.
I think
Don't get me
Sean
wrong,
has
I really
a
liked it
FAF.
too.
I think Sean just bought a FAF from the guy who sews, Sean. I think he just bought a FAF, and I think he really likes it.
Yeah, well, the one we saw on sale, floor model, was $3,400.
Yeah, seems about right. For something with a really big throat, because I'm sure that's what she was looking at. Was it computerized or was it non-computerized?
You're asking me questions I don't know the answers to.
Did it have a big screen on it?
Yes, it did.
Then it's computerized.
And then the
Did it have an embroidery hoop on it?
I don't know if it did or it didn't. It might have.
What is Lucas laughing at over there?
Huh?
Joyce is just like, I have no idea. I just know what the machine looks like.
Yeah, I mean the machine.
I know it's a pretty color. That's all I know.
Well, it was a pretty color. The one that she was showing us was just white. But it just had all kinds of bells and whistles.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
And it was very, very nice. And then across the aisle, the same shop had tables for them.
Oh yeah, sewing tables. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably koalas.
And they had one there on sale. Normally like $2,700. It was on sale, I think, for $21, and you got a free cabinet that Retta really liked. And she likes to be free, so.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think we all like getting free things.
Yes, we do. So
I love the koala cabinets. They're gorgeous. I would love to have one myself, but I just don't have the space for it.
Yeah, they had one of there too, I think. I think they had a koala vendor there. Because we looked at those and Loretta and I both went, yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
They're beautiful. The other one that's really good is Arrow. I want to say it's an Arrow, but I don't know. I don't know if that's right or not. Chat, help me out. What are the other names of quilt for sewing furniture? I want to say it's Arrow, but I could be wrong on that. But there's another one that's really good.
That she really liked, but yeah, they're all really pricey.
Very, very pricey, like ridiculously pricey. Like I don't understand why it's so expensive.
Well,
Like,
the sewing machine itself was, I think it was warranted for life.
Oh wow.
And I believe the cabinet was as well.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's part of what you get, why it's so pricey.
Could be.
Pay for all your repairs up front in advance.
Basically. Yeah, basically, yeah.
And they make out if you don't have any repairs that need to be done.
True. True. Arrow. Arrow. Yes, yeah, I was right. Yes, Arrow. Those are really nice ones too. I've found a couple of those that I really, really like.
The one she looked at had a plexiglass insert.
Oh well, you can buy those for any machine.
Right, but it was to fit inside that the hole in the furniture that you were buying, so that you
Yeah, because I could buy one for my machine if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah. The plexiglass, you can fit that. You can buy that to fit in any machine or any cabinet. That's not.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can buy them specifically for the machine and the cabinet.
Snoopy.
I will say that I do like having a cabinet so that my machine is even with the cabinet, with the surface. That does make things, I think, a little bit easier, but it's not required. Like, look at Lucas's. He doesn't even have the extra table piece on his, and he's doing fine. He's doing fantastic. Everything's fine. Mom's got the extra extended table piece for her machine. That works well too. So I want to make sure that we are encouraging people that you don't have to have that $3,400 machine in order to do this hobby. You can have the Walmart special like Lucas has that he's working on. You can have the Walmart special and still be able to do this hobby. And Lucas, I just noticed you had to pull your seam ripper out. Is that what I'm seeing?
No.
Oh, I thought you had a seam ripper in your hands there. I just happened to look up and I thought you had one in your hands. Sorry about that.
Now, don't be wishing divorce lawyer on him already. He's not even married yet.
That's true. He's just marrying fabric. He's not marrying anybody else. Yeah.
The only thing that I'm struggling with is every time I line up the 1/4 inch over on each side and then I put it on the machine.
Sherry, I saw that message. That's funny. Not happening, but it's funny. I'm sorry, Lucas. I didn't mean to interrupt you there. What were you saying?
No, the only issue I'm having is every time I line up the 1/4 inch over on each side, then I put it on the machine and then it's not the same anymore.
It moves on you?
Yeah, every single time.
Yeah. That is one of the nice things about having the machine, even with the surface, is that it doesn't tend to move around.
Well, that was one of the things that we really liked about the expensive machine. The walking foot. There was just a lever. There was just a lever on the back of your presser foot, and you attached it to the back. And you automatically had a walking foot.
Nice. Yeah, I think all the FAFs are like that. I think all the FAFs have that.
We weren't sure if they all did, but we were like, wow. that would make the sewing, I mean, seriously, he would not have that issue with the 1/4 inch right now if he
Oh
had
no.
a walking foot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the walking foot does really well for bulk. It doesn't necessarily do anything with regards to a 1/4 inch, but it does really well with bulk. It really helps with that because it's moving both the top and the bottom of the fabric as opposed to just the bottom. Because a traditional walking foot just moves the bottom. It doesn't move the top. I'm just grabbing pieces. Like, I don't even know what I'm grabbing anymore. I'm just
Well,
grabbing.
I'm trying to be a little bit. Because, see, I have light pieces, but most of mine are dark pieces because they're
That's
green,
okay.
red. What?
Green, red, and white, right?
No, they're green, red, black. And I
Oh,
got
okay.
a couple of white. Do you know what I mean? So,
Okay. So just
and
try
the
to make
green
sure
and the
that you're
red,
grabbing, yeah.
the green and the red kind of fall within that dark as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to keep the patterns different.
There you go. Again, remember, we're not going to be, these pieces may or may not end up next to each other, and that's okay.
What?
We're going to be taking one end of this and attaching it to the other end. So there's a distinct possibility that some fabrics may end up next to each other, and that's okay.
Gonna make a circle?
No, I didn't say anything about a circle. No.
Well, when you attach one end to the other, that's what you get, a circle.
No, Mom, we're going to take the two ends, and we're going to attach them next to each other.
And then cut the
sew
bottom.
down them.
Yes. Yeah.
Got it. I'm like, I don't remember seeing
I
this
thought
pattern.
you watched the video.
I did watch the video, but I didn't understand what you were trying to tell me. I'm like, I don't remember that happening on the video. I thought she put the strips side by side and sewed them that way.
Well, unfortunately for me, my cutting wheel, the blade on my cutting wheel is duller than snot, so I'm going to have to change out the wheel here in a second.
You gonna lay in the doorway and watch your mama.
I was going to say, Lucas, you got to be just about done, aren't you?
What was that?
Aren't you just about done?
Oh, no, you want to hear something?
Uh-oh.
Maybe just about 4 accent pieces ago, I counted how many I had left. I had around 57 left.
Okay.
So I'm not even halfway yet.
That's okay. I'm not counting, I'm just sewing. Yeah, so my 2 to 3 hour time frame, I think is going to be a little bit longer than that. Remember how I said we might be ready by dinner?
Yeah, I remember you saying something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I didn't make any more plans for the day. If you guys have made plans for the day, that's okay. If you got to take off, I understand. We'll finish up your top and we'll give it away. I don't have any more plans. Mr. Wizard's got a club meeting tonight, so he's not sticking around. So it's just me tonight. I was supposed to make a fancy dinner tonight, but I don't have to. I got nowhere to go.
Well, sewing comes first in your house.
It does. You're totally right. Yes. Sewing does come first in my house. Housework, cooking, be damned. Sewing's first. Hi, Brenda. Welcome to the channel. That's right. We're going to be sewing down the long side. That is right. All right. I'm going to change out this blade real quick because it's pissing me off. It's ticking me off.
It's making her angry.
Yes. I'm going to change it out real quick. It only takes a second.
Because she's really good at it.
Well, I did clean it out the last time I changed the blade, so I don't really need to pull the whole thing all the way apart this time. Sometimes you got to pull the whole thing all the way apart, and that can take a little bit longer. But I didn't have to do that this time, so I just put it in there, tighten it up, back it up, roll, roll, roll. There we go. All right. There you go. I have a sharps container that I bought on Amazon 100 years ago. I bought the really big one. I don't know why I bought the big one, but I bought the big one. And so I put all my broken needles, dull pins, rotary wheels, put them all in there. And I think the bottom surface has just recently been covered. I've got a long ways to go. But that way they're safely disposed of, and I don't have to worry about anybody getting hurt. Hi, baby. Hi, Eddykins. What you doing? You come to say hi? Says, Mom, who the heck are you talking to down here? All right. My chair has moved up somehow. There we go. All right. Take the end here. Take this end here. Just sewing along here, folks. So if you're following along at home or trying to do this at home, it is not a race, at least not the beginning part of it. We probably should have done this part off camera, but we didn't know. It's fine. Everything's fine.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Like I said, I got nowhere to be. We did start the stream really early today. I figured we were going to be done by, dinner, before dinner time, but, that's all right if we're not.
Oh, big stretch. All right. Be careful. You keep stepping over, it's going to fall over.
Lucas, I'm worried about your AirPods dying out on you.
Oh, one already died.
Oh, okay.
So luckily I'm charging one at a time, and hey,
They don't last
I have to
very
keep
long.
working. No, I
Usually
have.
lasts about 4 hours, so.
Mine are old, and
Yeah.
I don't even know when I got them. They're the old, not even like the new gen.
So they're the originals, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know
use yours way more than I use mine.
Well, I used to use them a lot more. I don't really anymore.
Do you use them in school?
Yeah.
So you didn't have to hear the teacher?
Kind of. What are you? Hello.
He's got a helper.
Where are you going? Where are you gonna go from here? Where are you gonna go?
Apparently, she doesn't like what you're doing.
Yeah, she's not getting enough attention.
Well, when I stood up, I awoke her from her nap, so now she's intrigued with the fabric again.
Speaking of standing up, if you guys are following along at home, now would be a good time for you to stand up and stretch. Don't want to sit for too long. And while you're standing up and stretching, if you wouldn't mind doing me a quick favor and just hit that like button for me, I'd really appreciate that.
I thought you were going to ask him to go potty for you.
No.
I was going to say.
My coworker and I have tried to do that for each other before, and it just doesn't really work out.
No, it doesn't.
No. No, her and I, we're both moms. We're both, raising kids and things like that. So her and I, every time we get up, we go, all right, I gotta go walk down this way. Did you need me to take anything with me, or did you need me to grab anything? And every once in a while, one or the two of us will look at the other one and go, can you pee for me? I'm kind of busy. We're like, well, we'll give it our best go, but I'm not sure it's gonna work. But we do try.
Is this a good color? Approved? Snickers approves.
Oh, well, there you go. Lucas's quilt top is Snicker approved.
Now, whoever
Snickers
brings mine
approved.
might have some love bites in it.
Yeah. And hopefully they're not allergic to cats either.
That too. She is.
Of course, I'm just going to throw this out there that if you're allergic to animals, cats or dogs, then I would not recommend joining in the giveaway if and when we ever get to it at this point.
Might be a two-part stream.
It
Depending on
might.
how long.
Yeah, it might.
Well, either that or you're going to want to take it from the mail and drop it in the washing machine.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Rita says, I tell my service dogs to go to the restroom for me. They run into the restroom and stand there and whine at me to come in there.
Aww.
That's funny.
That's funny, Rita. That's really funny.
I think it's great that they obey so well, which I'm sure service dogs are supposed to.
Right. But that's funny. And Rita, I think it's great that you have more than one or at a time.
I think it's great too. Also,
Yeah. How about sitting and stretching instead? Rita, that'll work. Sitting and stretching is still very much a good thing. You guys will see me do that every now and again on the camera. I'll sit there and stretch my back because I have a bad back.
she also got that from me.
Yeah, it's another thing she gave me. She's so giving.
Share.
She just likes to share, yeah. Mom, I don't know if you caught my live stream on Wednesday.
I did
We're doing
not.
a whip live stream, a work in progress. And I decided to bring my cross stitching on my live stream.
Yeah.
Because I bought a new scroll frame, which is a frame that rolls like a scroll, rather than the hoop that you would normally use.
Yeah.
But so anyway, so I brought that on my live stream, and I was working on my live stream, and then lo and behold, who pops into my live stream chat but my nieces, Kevin's sister's children.
Oh, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, I thought that was so sweet that they popped in the chat. It was just so adorable. They were so sweet. They were asking some really nice questions. We had a really nice conversation. I'm sure they're busy today, and that's why they have not joined in today. Not that I ever expect anyone to join in, but it was really nice of them to join in, so I got to chat with them a little bit. That's right, Rita. Parents love giving these genetic things to their children. That's right. My daughters thank me all the time for some of their things that they have. Taylor has, she hates it, but Taylor has curly hair. But it's not like curly. Like she'll get a ringlet every once in a while. She gets this ringlet and then she gets kind of this body wave thing. And that's kind of what my hair does. It's not really curly. It used to be curlier when I was younger, but I've kind of grown out of it, except for the shorter it is, the curlier it gets, which is just the way it is. But it's a really
Because
soft
the weight of
curl.
your hair will pull the curl out, Dee.
Yeah, it's a very soft curl, so the weight of it pulls it out. But every once in a while, I'll get this like ringlet, especially on the sides of my face. I'll get this ringlet, and so Taylor gets them, and every time she sees one, she's like, "Thanks, Mom." So, Tony, I think, would also get it too, but she's been straightening her hair for so many years that I'm not sure if she gets it or not. Because she also blow dries her hair as well, so we never know what her hair is supposed to look like when it dries.
Nope.
Because she won't let it air dry.
It curls a little bit.
Or does it curl a little bit?
Yeah.
I can honestly say I don't think I've ever seen it air dried, so I wouldn't know.
Few and far between that I get to.
She does not like it. She much prefers it blow dried and then immediately straightened. Taylor doesn't blow dry her hair, she lets it air dry, but then she'll straighten it the next day. Crystal says, I hate curly hair. I straighten mine. When it rains, it looks like I put my finger in a light socket, all sticking out, and it makes it worse being so long. I have a coworker who has naturally curly hair, and she says the same thing. The humidity makes her hair go crazy.
Grandma Arlene's hair was naturally curly.
Yes, my grandma, my mom's mom, my grandma, her hair was naturally curly, and she would also curl it as well.
I think Retta has some natural curl also.
And I think that's why she keeps her hair long, too. I mean, I could be totally wrong on that, but...
Not me. Mine is straight as a board. You have thick hair that's straight as a board.
But I think the natural curl that I do have in my hair makes it so that it doesn't curl with a curling iron. I have tried everything. I've had hot rollers, curling irons, you name it. I've tried it. It curls beautifully for about 5 minutes. I've tried gel, I've tried hairspray, I've tried mousse, I've tried liquid cement. It still doesn't do it. This one needs to be. I did a terrible job with this one. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. I let mine air. Rita says I let mine air dry, but then use ceramic things to make it straight. There you go. Ceramic things.
Ceramic
like
things?
That. Yeah, ceramic things. That's funny.
She used a flower pot?
Ceramic flower pot. That's funny.
I'm
thinking like a ceramic straightener, ceramic irons, ceramic flower pot.
No, can you not?
I just know. I just remember that when I was in high school, they didn't have straighteners yet. They hadn't really come out with hair straighteners like the flat ones. You know, they had these weird crinkle ones. Those were cute. Hi, Kathy. Welcome back. Still trying to decide an accent color for my bead jelly roll that only has yellow, cream, and black. What about green? You know, like a green, like a grass green kind of color. That could work, maybe. I don't know. Just throwing weird stuff out there. I like weird ones. Like my whole jelly roll is purple, and I want one's green. Mama Joyce's whole jelly roll is red, white, or red, green, and black, and she has a silver. And then Lucas's has got like the rainbow, and his is black with like a paint splash. It's really cool. Green and maybe coral. Ooh, coral would be good too, Kathy. Yeah, coral would be great too. Yeah. But like I was saying, when I was younger, they didn't have straighteners. You know, at least they hadn't. They weren't available that I'm aware of. And so a lot of my friends who had curly hair that wanted it straight, they would actually use a legitimate iron to iron their hair. They lay the iron on the ironing board and use the iron on the low setting to iron their hair straight. Crazy, right? Like, I don't like my hair enough to want to spend that kind of time on it. Household iron to iron my hair. Yep, Terry, I was just telling that. Yep, 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 yep. Yes, I have used
think
it.
I
Lisa
remember
says
my
she has
sister
used an
using
actual iron,
a
and yes,
regular
it does
iron.
work. What, Mom?
I said, I think I remember my sister's using a regular iron.
Yeah. I used to do that when I was in high school, and it wasn't that long ago. We won't say how long ago, but it wasn't that long ago.
Oh, look at there. I ran out of bobbin.
That is one thing that is definitely going to be a thing today, is we will definitely run out of bobbins. So you want to make sure you have a couple of those wound up for yourself when you're doing this project. Just sewing along here. Had I known this part of the project would have taken this long, I probably would have done some of it ahead of time. That's alright, though. It's all part of the process, right? Enjoy the journey, right? The actual name of that brush thing I use is called an ionic ceramic straightening brush. Oh, I've heard of those. The brush, yeah, I've heard of those. I had a curling iron that looked like a brush when I was younger. I'm not quite sure I know what it was supposed to do or how I was supposed to use it, but I had one. Curly hair to unite. There you go. I know mine does not look curly because, like I said, the length of it keeps it from like curling. I just get these weird ringlets every once in a while. So I don't have nearly the amount of curly hair that some people have, but it does have a curl in it. Did you run out of thread again, Mom? Oh no, you're winding up a bobbin. That's right. Did you switch to a different thread, Mom, or are you still trying to use that red? Because I don't know
I'm
that you're
still
gonna have
trying to
enough
use
of that
the
red.
red.
I don't know that you're gonna have enough on that red spool to wind those bobbins.
I won't.
Those spools are kind of small. You usually only get 2 bobbins out of one of those spools.
I have another kind of red one.
Oh, okay.
Or I could mix this with, I could use the red bobbin with something else too.
Come here.
French braids, those are pretty. Taylor does French braids a lot.
I used to do them for you guys when you were little.
Yes, you did.
I know you don't like it.
Ay, ay, ay.
Scratchy break.
At this rate, I'm going to have to pause to get a sandwich. It's 3 o'clock.
The time really does go by quickly when you're sewing.
It does. It really does. It goes by. Like, I've often been in this room by myself for extended periods of time working on things, and all of a sudden I'll look up and go, "Oh crap!"
Yeah, I've done the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah, and then I go in the living room and I look at Mr. Wizard and I go, "So I'm not cooking dinner tonight. I thought I was gonna, but I'm not. So what do you
Where
want
you gonna
instead?"
run to go get it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'll buy. You fly. Mr. Wizard and I took the day off yesterday, and I'm sure that you guys would appreciate this, but maybe one or more of our subscribers will. Mr. Wizard and I took the day off yesterday. Well, he took the day off yesterday because he had a doctor's appointment in the morning, and he's got a vacation time he needs to kill, and so do I. And so I took the day off with him, and then after his doctor appointment, we went to a couple of Korean grocery stores because Mr. Wizard and I like Asian cuisine. And I actually like to cook Asian cuisine. It's very enjoyable for me, but it can be, depending on what you're making, it can be a very long process. So we enjoy going to the Asian markets just to kind of see what the difference is between some of the products that are being offered there, because they have a lot more seafood options. They have a lot more just different options of different ingredients that can be a lot of fun. And so that's where he and I did yesterday. Is we went to we have a couple of Asian markets here by us. We were able to go to a couple of them, and so this evening for dinner, I had planned to make pad thai for dinner. For those of you who don't know what pad thai is, it's basically a noodle dish, but it's a glass noodle, so it's a rice noodle, not a wheat noodle like you would normally buy. It's a rice noodle, and they're kind of clear. They kind of become translucent when you cook them, and and then in with that would be a mixture of some vegetables. There's usually a bean sprout and some carrots. And there's this recipe that I was going to follow had some red peppers in it. Some, not red peppers, like spicy red peppers, but like red bell peppers in it. And then you mix in a pad thai sauce. And the pad thai sauce is usually a peanut-based sauce. So if you're allergic to peanuts, obviously this is not something that would be of any interest to you. But it's usually a peanut-based soy type of sauce, soy sauce type of flavor. Very good. I find it to be very good. But we were really excited about that. That's what I was going to make for dinner tonight, but I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, I'm sorry, Rita. She says, now I'm making you hungry. Well, I
Tomorrow's
apologize.
another day.
That is right. Tomorrow is another day, so most likely that will end up happening tomorrow. But something fun that we found, well, I guess it wasn't really fun for her, but it was, you know, I guess it wasn't fun at all. But because I make a lot of these different types of cuisines, I like to make, Asian cuisine. I like to use different ingredients. I was making a stir fry one time with star of anise. And for those of you who don't know what star of anise is, it is a type of seasoning. I think it's an herb. I think they call it an herb. But it's really hard. It looks like a star. It's a flower, basically.
Licorice.
Yeah, and it tastes like black licorice. Yeah, it's got a black licorice flavor to it. Um, if you're not into black licorice, then you're obviously not going to like that. But it does make it for a really nice flavor for some dishes. And so I was using that, and then Taylor broke out into hives. So it appears that Taylor is allergic to star of anise.
Well, they make cookies out of that too at Christmas time. It's an Italian thing that they use to make, or I shouldn't say Italian, I should say European.
European, gotcha. But yeah, but it turns out Taylor's allergic to it. So now every time I make any type of an Asian dish, she immediately asks me, "Is there any star of anise in this?" And I said, "No, I don't even keep it in my pantry anymore, so I'm not tempted to use it." But yeah, so she found out very quickly that she was allergic to star of anise. Yes, yes. Oh no, she's allergic to it. Yep.
Well, that's how most of us figure out we're allergic to something. You know?
Yep. Yeah, well, Taylor has a lot of food allergies. Nothing severe, thank goodness, that we've come across yet, but she does have a lot of food allergies. And most of them are topical, meaning they affect her skin. She ends up usually with hives. She hasn't had any swelling in her throat or anything like that, but we're very careful because we don't know everything that she's allergic to, so there's a little bit of an unknown there. So poor thing, she ends up being allergic. And then we find out that Tony is allergic. And I know this is funny, but Tony is allergic to certain types of vodkas. Lucas, wasn't it the potato-based vodkas that she's allergic to?
Corn.
Lucas.
Corn-based?
I think.
Mr. Wizard yells down the hallway, corn!
I was
Thank you,
trying to think
Mr.
of what
Wizard!
she can have.
And that, my friends, is why he's called Mr. Wizard, because he is the wizard behind the curtain. So yes, she is allergic to corn-based vodkas.
But not corn.
But not corn, no. It's something to do with the chemical reaction that happens when corn ferments that she's allergic to. Part of the fermentation process. My kids have such weird allergies. Weird ones. Taylor was allergic to strawberries or all types of berries when she was younger. She can eat them now. She's fine with them now. It's an allergy that she grew out of, thank goodness. But always fun. Poor girl got to a point where she wouldn't even eat cake because most cakes came with a strawberry filling. So every birthday party she'd go to with her friends, she couldn't eat any of the cakes. Lucas, your pile is getting smaller and smaller, and it's a bit intimidating, if I must say. Because I sure as heck don't feel like my pile is getting any smaller, but yours is.
That's what I was looking at, and I was like, but I still have so many accents. And then I just look and I just see like there's like 5 bunched up together. So.
Well, there are 79 accent pieces and there are 80 strips, so. Food allergies are pain, Rita says. I can no longer eat any type of seafood. It gives me like seizures. Oh no.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Meat fat gives me serious hives. Oh my gosh. I have to use only extra virgin olive oil or I have to make my butter. Wow. A friend of mine is allergic to certain types of cooking oils too. So she has to be very careful. She's actually allergic to a type of cooking oil that is used often in deep frying. So she has to be very deep frying and like just cooking in general, and she's severely allergic to it. Like she ends up in like throat swelling, EpiPen type of situations. So she has to be very careful with where she eats out because she can't handle a cross contamination, which is unfortunate for her. She struggles with finding restaurants that she can eat at because they're not often understanding of her condition. Or her situation, I shouldn't say condition. It's not a condition, it's just a situation. Alright, so let's see. Grab another one here. I'm trying to grab some light colored ones here. Yeah, let's grab this one. Deep frying is a no-no for me. I keep an EpiPen handy at all times. Yes, my friend does as well. Taylor had one for a while when we figured out that she had all of these allergies, but the good news is she has not gotten into anything too serious, so she doesn't carry the EpiPen with her anymore. Because they did find out that the majority of her allergies are topical, so. And before we learned about Tony being allergic to the corn-based vodkas, she didn't have any allergies at all. Lucky her.
That's how I am.
Terry, you and I share that same allergy. We are both allergic to bananas. And on top of being allergic to them, I also don't like the smell of them. But I am actually allergic to them. I break out in hives.
I don't know if I'm allergic to them because I don't eat them.
Yeah, Mama Joyce just doesn't like them. She doesn't like the
I
smell
can't.
of them.
I can't stand the smell of them.
Makes her sick to her stomach.
Yep.
That's why the girls will tell you the story about when they were kids, when they were little, and I would buy bananas for them because I can touch the exterior of them. I just can't touch the interior of them. The actual, I guess, flesh of the banana. I guess that's what you'd call it. Fruit of the banana. I'm not sure. But anyway, they will tell you stories about how they love bananas, and I would buy them for them because it's good for you. They are good for you. And but I would buy them for them, and they had specific rules about how and when they were allowed to eat them. They had to eat them outside. They could not eat them in the house. They had to be eaten outside. And when they were take the banana, they were also given a Ziploc bag, small sandwich bag, to put the peel into after they were done eating the banana. And then that Ziploc bag went right out to the outside garbage can and never came back in the house.
Yep.
Latex. Oh, Kathy, latex to the point where I can't even be in a room with balloons. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Look like Rocky after a fight. Oh my goodness. I suspect that Taylor has some form of allergy to latex. She is allergic, but right now we understand it to be some type of adhesive.
Is it a Band-Aid or something?
Yeah, some Band-Aid adhesives make her break out.
I think your sister has the adhesive Band-Aid allergy also.
Oh wait, I forgot Taylor. What, Taylor? And paint that has latex in it. Yes, she has a hard time breathing. There can be latex in the Band-Aid. There you go. Nitrile surgical gloves. Okay. Yes, she has some trouble with latex, so she's very careful. Just keep going. Just keep going. I don't know about you guys, but I do feel like my pile is a little bit smaller. I don't think the accent fabric pile is any smaller,
I'm
but
in that boat.
the strips pile seems smaller.
I have my strips in a bag, and I just keep pulling out of the bag.
There you go. Well, and I've been trying to sew them up like a couple at a time.
I'm not sure how
Try
you do
and help
that.
with it.
I feel like I might just start sewing them all up right now. Finger press, sew the next one, and then just trim afterwards. Because
I'm kind of doing that a little bit, Lucas, myself. I'm doing like 3 or 4 of them together, and then I trim, and then I do 3 or 4 together, and then I trim because otherwise I kind of lose my mind a little bit.
that's where I'm at. I'm just like at the point where I'm so zoned in, I'm not paying attention to anything else.
Yeah. Just make sure you're not skipping stuff.
I'm trying not to.
I can understand that. Lucas, because you're talking about being zoned out, zoned in, I guess, zoned in. Do you feel, since you're very new to this hobby, it's not necessarily something you do on a regular basis. You just kind of doing it with these couple of projects. Do you feel that it helps with mental health? Do you feel like it helps kind of like decompress? Do you see any benefit to that?
Yeah, because I'm not really worried about anything else that's like going on right now. This is what my mind is only focused on. So
This is his stress.
Do you think that after you've completed this, like you're done with the project and you're back to it, just like it, does all of your worries and all of your stress come flooding right back, or does it kind of trickle back, or do you feel like you kind of just go, I don't really need to think about that right now, or I don't need to really worry about it right now.
I think I just go, meh.
Okay. Well, and that's kind of where I was asking because I feel like I know that that happens for me for sure. And I feel like that's going to happen for most people who just have a hobby. Something that they they're drawn to, that they enjoy doing that gets them away from their daily grind of whatever it is they're doing. I've always encouraged young young folks, my children specifically, but young folks in general, to have a hobby.
Fudge.
Whatever the hobby is, whether it be sewing, whether it be card making, whether it be woodworking, whether it be whatever it is, reading, just have a hobby. Have something that you do that helps you decompress, helps you remove the stresses of the day away. Mom, I heard you yell fudge. What happened?
Yeah, I pulled out the
It's one of her
divorce
hobbies.
again. Only this one I trimmed, and that's probably not a good thing. Well,
Terry says, this is Lucas's stress. He goes to work to decompress, right, Lucas?
No, Tony is my stress, and I go to work to decompress.
Just remember, you picked her.
I was just gonna go there.
There's no take backsies. You can't bring her
Doesn't help
back.
with school. I am so glad that I don't teach kids because of the stories I hear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I bet. There's a couple of people here in chat. Julie says, Lucas has his supervisor looking over his shoulder all day.
Well, my supervisor is doing a bad job because she is sleeping.
She's sleeping.
She has.
Rita said, I had to laugh yesterday. My hubby was standing behind me just watching me sew. I never said anything. Then after 20 minutes, I said, so it's your turn. He goes, oh, no, not me. As you guys know, Mr. Wizard has his own hobby. He does model cars, and I've shown them off on the channel many times before. But yeah, so he has no interest in sewing. He doesn't watch me. He doesn't pay any attention to it at all. He supports me in my hobby for sure. He supports me in it, but he has absolutely no interest. And that's okay because I don't have a whole lot of interest in models either, car models either. Although right now he's been doing a lot of planes and tanks recently, so he hasn't actually been doing a whole lot of car models, which is why I haven't had a whole lot to show up on the channel lately. My daughter falls into the category of allergies, even walnut and buckwheat. She ended up in the ER one night from that. Oh, wow. The Kashi cereal had buckwheat in it. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's scary. Taylor has the only allergy that we are aware of that she is, I don't want to say severely allergic because it didn't cause any, it just caused an increased skin allergy from it is birch trees. We just so happen to have one in the front yard.
I thought yours were maple.
No, the one we have, the one paper birch in the front is a birch tree.
Okay.
Yeah. As long as she doesn't touch the bark on it, she's fine. But when we were doing leaf pickup and leaf blowing and things like that, she she would get the random hives, and we couldn't figure out what it was. And it turned out it was, pieces of the bark, because it's a paper birch tree, so the bark just kind of peels off of it and falls on the ground, and then it becomes part of the leaves, and that's what was causing it. So kind of different, kind of weird. I haven't had any puppies bugging me lately. I think Mr. Wizard is eating lunch. Go. So yeah, I'm sewing 4 or 5 strips together, then I'm trimming them up, then I'm sewing again, trimming them up. That seems to be working well for my level of boredom, because I get bored very easily. Terry says, my daughter too with the birch. My mom planted it. Now my daughter and son-in-law live there. They eventually cut it down and I cried like a baby because it was my mom connection. Yeah. And I was the one who said, cut it down. Yeah, I get that, Terry. Yeah, I get that. Sometimes you don't realize the emotional connection you have to things until a situation like that occurs.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the same time, while you're, upset about it, you're just like, this is so silly. Why am I so upset about this, whatever this thing is? Like, it's just so silly. But you can't help it. I know. So for those of you who are following along at home and who are also sewing along at home, how far along are you? Have you finished putting all of your strips together and we're just slow pokes? Or are we all on the same page here? My particular jelly roll provided me with 2 strips of each fabric. So there were a total of 20 different fabrics here, and each one gave me 2 strips. So then, of course, you cut those in half like we did, and I ended up with 4 strips of each fabric. And now I am finding that I am running out of. I am sewing up the last of those 4, the sets of 4. So I must be getting close. Or at least that's what I'd like to believe. Sandra says I have 10 blocks. Kathy says still looking through my stash. Terry's sewing up some scraps. There you go. Sewing up some 2.5-inch strips together with some accent red. There you go. This race project is a really great way to get rid of excess 2.5-inch strips. Like if you have a bunch of leftover binding pieces, because the binding pieces are usually 2.5, 2.25, something like that. If you have a bunch of leftover pieces, you can sew all of those up together and do a raised quilt like this. I have done that. That's actually one of the things that I've done before. And that worked out really well. It's really nice. It's more fun just sewing with friends. Sandra, I have to agree with you. I have to agree with you.
What?
Just hanging out, sewing with some friends. Doesn't matter what you're doing. That is 100% true. we are approaching the 2.5 mark on our live stream here. And so I'm going to remind my co-hosts that it's probably a good time for them and I to stand up and stretch.
Okay.
So I am finishing up this strip here, and then I am going to stand up and stretch. If you are able to do so at home, I encourage you to do the same. So let's just all stand up and get that blood flowing just for a second there, get some stretches in. My hips get kind of sore, so I'm just going to do a little bit of this here back and forth real quick. My shoulders. Get those shoulders stretched out if you can. If you are unable to stand, maybe just do some stretches with your arms. Just if you can. If not, maybe some stretches with your neck. Whatever you can move around, just do a little bit of that, just to kind of get the blood flowing again, just for a minute or two there. Oh, that actually felt really good. My back feels much better now all of a sudden. All right. Lucas is over there counting. He wants to know how far he's got. I've learned that lesson. I don't bother counting because then you just get more and more frustrated. You just keep going till they're done. How many you got, Lucas?
I don't know. I was making sure they're all like not bunched up anymore.
Gotcha.
I was mixing them up to see what color I need to use more of more often because, yeah. Okay. I have to get back to work. No, you don't want me to.
Kathy, I have had that happen to me. I cannot tell you how many times. She said she had a jelly roll for so long that the rubber band disintegrated just by touching it. And I've had that happen to me before.
You want to know something? That
Yeah,
was actually
sure.
this jelly roll.
Is
There
that what
was a
happened
rubber
with that
band,
one?
but
Yeah.
there was like just tiny little pieces everywhere.
Yeah. The only thing that was holding it together was the strip of fabric, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me before plenty of times. Now, Lucas, the good news for you, sir, is that if you need a snack, you can just reach behind you.
I know, but all I have are like cheesy snacks.
Oh, yeah, you don't want the powder all over your fingers, no.
Because trust me, I thought about that, but then I was like, I've got nacho cheese, I've got barbecue chips,
Mm,
Lay's, Cool Ranch Doritos. They're all.
all greasy. Well, I mean, you could take a minute to take a snack and then go wash your hands and come back. Because you are further ahead than the rest of us, remember?
Well, I don't know. Depends on how quickly you guys are sewing.
We haven't even gotten to the race yet. Don says back. Ooh, progress, Lucas. Go, go, go. Yeah, we're not quite there.
But see, the progress that I'm making is I'm just sewing the pieces together, and I have to still trim a bunch. I'm just gonna go, go, go.
Yep. I sew up a bunch, then I trim some, then I sew, then I trim. Because if I do the same thing the whole time, I'll make myself crazy. Hi, baby girl. What's she doing? Did you come say hello to our friends? Did you come to say hello to our friends?
I know.
Toothpick for the Cheetos, Dawn says. Good call, Dawn. That's a good idea.
I know.
Oh, Brat46, that's a good idea. She says, M&Ms are the best snack. No grease, no residue.
Absolutely.
I have to agree with you there. Especially those peanut ones, because then you get a little extra protein.
Those are my favorite.
Peanut M&Ms are my favorite. Yum, yum, yum.
Todd, you don't like peanuts that well.
Huh?
That's odd. You don't like peanuts that well.
I don't like peanuts, but I love peanut M&Ms. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll eat peanuts. Like if peanuts are like sprinkled on a dish, because again, Asian cuisine uses peanuts a lot.
Correct.
If they're sprinkled on a dish, I'll eat them. It's a nice crunch. It's a nice salty
But
crunch.
you
That's
don't eat them out of a bowl of nuts, is what I'm talking.
no, no. If you give me a bowl of mixed nuts, I'm not gonna pick them. No, no. They're not. They're not my go-to. That is for sure. No. Uh, let's see. Go. Nope, not yet. Terry says, except for me, M&Ms melt in my hand every day. Yes, I have 5 of them every day. Oh well. Gummy bears. Gummy bears are good ones too. I love gummy bears. I actually keep those in my desk in my office at work as a good snack when, especially when my sugar gets a little low, because I don't always eat the way I should sometimes. Gummy bears are a great one for me.
Speaking of, I have jelly beans.
Oh yeah.
Lucas is hungry. Lucas is getting hungry.
I am. I didn't have lunch. I should have. That's my
I did
fault.
not either. I had breakfast, but I did not have lunch. So I might try.
Tony's napping.
Tony's playing Sims in the bedroom. Doesn't want to be out here.
Was she out late last night?
No.
Oh no. Apparently she doesn't stay up late.
No.
I was gonna say somebody was playing The Sims because my computer. I got a pop up on my computer that I went offline.
That would be Tony right now.
As we all, the three of us, me, Tony, and Taylor, we all share an account, and if one of us is online, then the others have to play offline. They can't play online. So you always end up getting this pop up that says you've gone offline. Okay. I might see if I can't convince Mr. Wizard to make me a sandwich. What colorway is Lucas and Mama Joyce doing?
I do not know.
I have a Christmas one.
Mama
Mine's
Joyce is
rainbow.
doing a Christmas, and Lucas's is a rainbow. It was really bright and cheerful, so that's why I gave him that one. These were all from my stash, so you guys may or may not have seen them sitting behind me at some point in time. They've been back there for a little while, so they're older jelly rolls. They're not new ones. I'm having a struggle here trying to figure out what fabric to pick. Like all of a sudden, my brain's just like, no, no, no.
I thought you just grabbed Scrappy Mammy.
I do normally just grab, and then every once in a while, my brain goes, no, that one doesn't work. No, that one doesn't work. No, that one doesn't work. I'm like, stop thinking it and just grab. Scrappy, scrappy, scrappy.
That's what you said.
That's what we're doing.
So if I counted right, I have 34 more accent pieces.
Awesome. Good for you.
I'm not counting.
Which is not really
Kathy says, what is the rolled thimbles thing I keep seeing? Oh, Kathy, that is because someone is playing a game in chat with their thimbles. Thimbles are a points program that is available in chat for anyone who is watching. Basically, what it is you are earning these thimbles while you are watching chat and while you are participating in chat. You can do exclamation point thimbles to see how many you have. And then you can also play some games in chat. You can play the slots game, you can play the gamble game, or you can play the heist game. And you can play those games to earn or lose more thimbles. And then once you get to enough thimbles, you can actually trade those thimbles in for prizes, and I will mail those prizes to you as long as you are in the US or Canada. You can do exclamation point symbols in chat to see how many you have. And then if you want to get in on a heist game, you would do exclamation point heist, all one word with no spaces. And then so you do exclamation point heist, space, and then the amount of thimbles you're willing to risk. And you can only risk the amount that you have. So if you only have 10, then you can only play with 10. And then same thing with the slots. You would do exclamation point slots. And you could play a slot machine game. That's, I think, the roll that you see there. And then there's also the gamble game. You do the same thing. Be careful, though, because you can lose all of your thimbles if you're not careful. Kathy, you have 150, so there you go. If Lucas was on his laptop and he wasn't actually working right now, he could have given you some more. But usually we try to give a few thousand to new subscribers or new viewers if we can. But unfortunately, Lucas is otherwise entertained at the moment, so he's not able to do that for you. But you can earn them fairly quickly. Just do exclamation point slots, and you can do 25 or 50 at a time. You do have to change the value each time though, because it does time out on you. So you could do like 21, 22, 23, and things like that. So, but be careful because you can lose them too. Yes, thank you very much, Dawn. She says tune in for the live stream tomorrow, and you can earn even more. You can earn them every time we have a live stream, but you have to be in the live stream. You can't do it during the replay. And you can also redeem them during the live streams as well. So if you have enough thimbles, you can do exclamation point redeem space and then the prize that you want to earn. I'm sure at some point someone has thrown up the prizes command up there already. So you can see how many thimbles you need to earn a prize. Now don't get discouraged when you see the numbers. The numbers are 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. That sounds like a lot, but you can earn them pretty quickly. Especially that slots machine game. That slots machine game really pays out pretty quick. Especially if you get the jackpot. I think the jackpot was quite a bit.
And if you sweet talk Lucas a little bit, he might throw a few.
Well, I mean, we do that for everybody, though. I mean, if you're in chat and we see you playing and you'll end up losing all your thimbles and Lucas is on, he'll give you more. Like, the whole point is to have fun. We're not here to,
We don't want any tears.
No, exactly. Yeah.
She wants me to stop, though. She keeps sitting in front of me or sitting on the fabric. We're still sewing up the long strip.
Yeah, we're still not racing yet. No. But you know what? We're embracing the journey.
I am too.
Just like everything in life, it's taking longer.
Tony could make you a sandwich if she's up.
Well, Kathy, I appreciate you saying that. Of course, I mean, I already knew that this was a fun group, but I'm glad that you found it. And Sandra, thank you for being so kind. She says the notions that Danny sends out are awesome. Well, thank you very much for that. I try to give you guys useful notions. They're all the same ones that I use. So I have tested them to make sure that they will work.
Today.
What's wrong, Lucas?
Nothing. Tony was just saying how if we eat early, Yeah, it always ends up in us getting hungry late at night when we're trying to go to bed, and then it means a McDonald's late night run for food.
Well, that's usually why I keep things like popcorn, in my pantry all the time. So then that way I'm not doing McDonald's as a late night run. I'm doing popcorn instead.
I tried to say that we had ice cream, but apparently that was not good enough.
Yeah, well, ice cream's as bad as McDonald's. Sometimes. You guys are young. Your hormones cause you to lose
And
weight.
Kathy, thank you very much for that kind comment about us being a fun group. I appreciate that, obviously, but I have to agree with you as well. I am very, very blessed to have such an amazing community of folks to hang out with. And Mama Joyce and Lucas are not always with us on the screen. A lot of times it's me by myself, but they are often in chat. As I mentioned earlier, Lucas is one of our moderators. He is the OG moderator.
Been slacking a little bit.
He has been slacking a little bit, but that's okay. Life gets in the way sometimes, and I understand that you have a very needy fiance. I understand this.
Good thing I have these headphones in.
I understand. I raised her. I understand.
Has she had to change her bulletin boards yet?
What bulletin boards?
At school. Don't they call them bulletin boards?
I'm trying to think of what you're trying to think of.
What the heck did I call them now?
Well, no, they're called bulletin boards, Mom, but what do you mean by change them? Usually they don't change.
Really? When I was in school, you had, change for Christmas, Halloween.
Oh, has she decorated her classroom for fall? Is that kind of what you're asking?
Well, yeah. I mean, I get it. The birthday one stays up all year, and I get it. The alphabet stays up all year, but usually there's at least one that you
change out for the seasons.
Change out for the seasons or a special project.
I think it depends on the teacher, Mom. I think Tony's classroom is themed based on a color, a color pattern.
Okay.
Color palette. And so I don't know that hers is really conducive to being able to bring in other colors into it. But I mean, she could. I mean, it's her classroom. She can do whatever she wants.
That's what I'm thinking.
But yeah. I don't know. With as much work as she put into decorating those, I can't imagine she wants to do it again.
Well, it's been a long time since I was in an elementary school, so I don't know how the teachers work nowadays. But
just a couple of years.
She's been changing the desks around quite a bit.
Well, that always happens because you get talkers.
Yep, and they're full of those misbehaved children.
Well, between that, you got to figure out who can sit next to who and which is the best. Should I put them further apart? Should I bring them further closer together? I get that.
I'm just waiting for them to all be islands.
All be what?
Islands where they're all single desks.
Oh. All the kids are spread out throughout the entire classroom.
Well, Lucas, when I was a kid and I was in school, grade school, that's the way they had us. They had us at single desks in rows, one behind the other. And there was always enough space in between the rows of desks for the teacher to walk.
Nowadays, the desks are much larger than they used to be, Mom.
Really?
Yeah, they're much larger. I don't know if you've seen the pictures that Tony has posted of her classroom, but the desks are huge. The desks are huge, and there's zero storage in them.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they're bigger, but
they don't store anything in the desks anymore. The teacher is responsible for storing it all.
Really?
But also they have lockers right outside the classroom.
Well, yeah, but that means they're. But yeah, I mean, now they make the kids get up and go to their locker and get this stuff and come back down, and it's like, wow, that's so much. I mean, it is a lot of movement maybe to help with that, but my goodness.
Maybe it helps with the anxious kids. Yeah.
Could. Kathy was telling us that she's a NICU RN for many years. She's telling us about the quilts that she's seen in the NICU that have been gifted. Terry, our moderator Terry, does a lot of charity quilts. I think Sandra does quite a few as well, if I remember correctly.
I know
Terry does quite a few charity quilts.
Your Aunt Retta and Grandma Shirley.
Yes.
They would crochet, I think knit mostly, bonnets for the NICU.
Yep. For the babies.
Mm-hmm.
Hundreds at a time, right?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah. They all had to knit because they belonged to a knitting guild, and the knitting guild would, recommend, okay, everybody do,
commit to so many, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that my dad was gifted a quilt during his hospice stay.
Was he?
Yep.
That was nice.
Yes, it was. It was very nice. It was very kind.
Did your stepmom get to keep it?
Yes, she took it home. Kathy said we would sign them with a short personal message. One of my babies sends me a screenshot of my message once a year on their discharge date, on his discharge date.
That is awesome.
That is amazing.
I hope some of these kids that Tony is teaching appreciate her, and you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And send
well,
her
and
something.
unfortunately, the only unfortunate part about that is I'm sure that there will be students that she impacts, and there is students that she will impact. The ones that will appreciate that, she won't know about those for a while, I don't think.
I don't think so either. It don't always is going to be a while, but
yeah. But I know that she understands the value of what she's doing, and that's the most important thing.
Absolutely, it is.
Even if sometimes she doesn't receive that same
Hi, baby girl. Hi, baby.
level of value from the parents.
Parents are always a problem. Hi, honey. I know you're there.
They can be.
Yes.
They can be a problem.
Not all parents, but as parents, we have to be able to recognize when our kids are good, but we have to be able to recognize when they have faults.
Mm-hmm.
And understand that the teacher deals with the same faults at school that we deal with at home.
Yep.
We don't send a kid to school and expect them to be perfect.
Nope. No, we do not.
They're not going to behave any differently at school than they do at home. So if they're brat at home, they're going to be a brat at school. And some of them, they might be wonderful kids at home and they're brats at school.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
Some kids are better with strangers than they are with family.
Absolutely. I understand that 100%.
I don't know about you guys, but there seems to be a whole lot more accent fabrics than I have strips for.
Please tell me that's the case. Because that would make a lot more sense.
Because I'm starting to think that maybe I didn't count right. when I was cutting them all, because I have a whole heck of a lot more accents than I think I have fabric.
Well, I didn't count them, so I don't know.
I thought I counted them when I cut them, but maybe I didn't.
I've got quite a bit of strips left, so
It said, the pattern said you needed 79. I thought that's how many I counted. But now I'm starting to question it. Kathy, I have to agree with you 100%. She says, my opinion, which I appreciate her starting with that. She says, my opinion, teachers, police officers, and firefighters are some of the most underappreciated but deserving people.
absolutely, 100%.
I have to agree with you 100%.
Yep, me too.
Are you hearing your mom and you didn't expect it?
What?
What about me?
No, Tony's in the kitchen now. She's putting her computer up and
Please tell my granddaughter her grandma says hello.
your grandma says hello.
I didn't even see her walk past the camera, but I'm kind of focused here, so.
She was a ninja. She went underneath.
She was underneath.
What are you doing for dinner? What is dinner?
I think my little girl Hubbles is part cat.
I think I need to switch out the bottom.
She rubs up against my legs like a cat does
Oh, jeez.
when she wants something or my attention. You know what I mean? And it's like it's been a long time since I've had a cat, so I'm like, where did you learn that?
Terry, I agree that nurses should be in that category as well.
Oh, absolutely.
One of my aunts is a nurse. She's she a trauma nurse, Mom?
Who, Mary?
Yeah.
No, she was on the COVID floor. She's retired now, but she's the one that made your house.
Yeah, I know who she is.
Well, I know that, but I'm just telling your viewers.
Yeah.
That's all.
She's
Are you going to put that in your sewing room or no?
No, I am. I need to get a shelf for it.
Me as well. She made me one as well, and I haven't put it in here yet.
Yeah, I wanna. I've been hemming and hawing about either getting a corner shelf to put in here, or IKEA makes a bookshelf that fits in the corner
Yeah?
that I might end up purchasing instead.
Well, why don't you ask Mr. Wizard to make you one?
I could, but it might be faster if I just go buy one.
Well, I understand that also.
You know, there's only certain months out of the year that he can work on woodworking things, and he doesn't have a whole lot of space in the garage to do them, and so I have to be careful with which projects I ask him to do for me. And then I have to allow the proper amount of time for them to be completed. For the record, I had not planned on this being the only thing we were going to get to today, but you know, it is what it is.
What project are you doing tomorrow?
I think I'm supposed to be working on my Norfolk project tomorrow, but I haven't even cut the fabric for it because I was supposed to do that this afternoon. So, I might be moving some things around.
Tomorrow could just be a jelly roll race.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, if you guys are not busy again tomorrow, we could do this again tomorrow. We actually do the giveaway tomorrow. I forgot this piece.
Oh my.
Yeah, and Donna Jordan's video she did say it took her a little bit of time to put the strips together. That's what she said. It took a little bit of time. She did not say it was going to take 4 hours to put. I should have known.
Yeah.
I should have known. Should have known.
Well, now we know.
Yeah, we know. Yep. And now our viewers know too. So if they're going to get into this project, they know. They get it. They understand. Of course, it's a quilting project. We all should have known it wasn't going to be super quick and easy.
Yeah.
I imagine the race part of this is probably pretty easy. Of course, I say that.
Well, aren't the strips 68 inches long?
No, 44.
See, the thing I watched, I swore she said cut them in 68-inch strips.
Okay, yes, that first video that
Yeah.
was in the initial email, they were cutting it into 68-inch strips.
Okay.
We are not gonna end up doing
Oh,
that.
the whole. Oh, I see what you're saying.
I didn't know there was more than one. I watched the one on that.
You missed out. I studied like I was studying for a test.
Yeah.
I watched.
Lucas took this task very seriously.
Well, I did too. I came home the other day and I turned on YouTube and I did
Lucas took it very seriously. He wanted to make sure that he knew exactly what he was supposed to be doing. So there are two types of jelly roll races. There's a jelly roll race, and then there's a jelly roll drag race. Right.
And I ended up
The
watching
jelly roll race is the one that Mom watched, where she measured out the first strip at 68 inches, cut it, and then sewed from there. The one that we're doing is the drag race, which is where we're not measuring at all. We're going to take the two ends of this really long strip, and we're going to take those two and match those two up, and then sew down the length.
Got
and
it.
that is why it's a drag race. So for those of you who are looking into it and Googling it or searching on YouTube, that is the difference. There is a jelly roll race, and then there's a jelly roll drag race.
You can always count on Grandma Joyce not following directions.
Mind you, I did give her the pattern too. When I did tell her
I read the pattern.
That's okay.
I actually, to be honest with you, Auntie Retta sent me a pattern too, and I thought I read that one too. And I don't know. I'm just.
That's all right. There's nothing wrong with it.
I'm doing as I'm told.
That's okay. My BFF's baby didn't get to go home, so I know the heartache. We still celebrate her every year for the last 35 years. Oh, Carrie, I'm so sorry to hear that.
I heard a big sigh from somebody.
That was me.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry. Mr. Wizard, if you're watching and you want to be so kind as to make me a sandwich, I would really appreciate a sandwich.
Is he home?
He is home. I don't know if he's watching. He might be taking a nap right now.
I also wouldn't mind one if he's listening.
Lucas says
Might
he
be a
will
little bit of a
also
drive.
take one.
I'm guessing.
Although it might be a little bit of a length for you to get it.
Wouldn't it be easier if Tony just made you one?
I mean, that's kind of where I'm at with it, but yeah.
She's making dinner right now.
Oh, she's not going to make you a sandwich. She wants to make sure you eat your dinner.
Mr.
Indeed.
Wizard will be cooking dinner later this week because we're getting our HelloFresh meals this week. So. Mr. Wizard cooks our HelloFresh meals. We'll get those tomorrow sometime. But yeah, I sure feel like I have a whole heck of a lot more accent strips than I have jelly roll strips.
I got a hell of a
I
lot
must have
more of
counted up
everything.
something wrong.
I got a lot left here, so.
I'm starting to wonder if I counted something wrong. Wouldn't be the first time.
What?
That I counted up something wrong. Definitely won't be the last. Well, it's just like Lucas says, you get in a groove and you kind of forget what you're doing, and all of a sudden you've cut up the whole thing, and you're like, ah, crap, that wasn't what I was supposed to be doing.
I get it.
No, I think you counted right. I still have 24 strips. Which, seems like so much, but I know I've already done like 50.
Yeah, Terry, I think that's what we're going to end up probably doing. I didn't realize this was going to take as long as it is, and so we'll probably, because I think you know what, let me go look. Because let me just double check and make sure, because I'm pretty sure I was supposed to be doing our Norfolk quilt tomorrow, and that's not going to happen. So give me a second. Let me look. Stretch, back stretch. Yeah, yeah. I was supposed to be doing our Norfolk quilt tomorrow, which it also looks like I'm doing. Might be doing another live stream with Katie tomorrow too. I'm gonna have to check on that. So we will pick up the jelly roll race again tomorrow morning for our live stream tomorrow morning. Mama Joyce, sure. If Lucas, if you are able to join me, that would be great. If not, I completely understand. But I think we'll just finish up our strip set tonight. And then we'll maybe do the race tomorrow.
Okay.
If that's
I
okay
was
with
going
you
to say,
guys.
we need to finish the strips tonight, so.
Yeah. We'll finish the strips. We'll do the live stream to finish the strips today. Because, I mean, technically it was, jelly roll day, so we sewed up a jelly roll. So we achieved what we wanted to.
No, get out of there.
But that way, we can go eat dinner. Relax. I had no intentions of this being a 6-hour live stream. I figured it was going to take us like an hour and a half to sew up the strips. Yeah, I misjudged. But that's okay, because like I said, it turns out I'm not going to be able to do the Norfolk one tomorrow anyway. Because I didn't get the pattern to cut the fabric until Monday. So. Sandra says, I did the drag race and the jelly roll sizzle and can't think of the other 5 jelly roll strip club days.
Yeah. This one.
Yeah, whose pattern is the sizzle? Yeah. Sounds like it's a fat quarter shop pattern. Terry's going to throw the link up for us. I appreciate that, Terry. That's another option for you if you have a jelly roll that you're working on. So we've still got a little bit of time left here. I mean, we're still hanging out. We're not leaving. We're not going anywhere. But we have made the executive decision to pick this up again tomorrow for our Sunday morning live stream.
What time does that start?
10:30. I will send you guys a link at probably 10.
Okay.
9:30, 10. If you can make it, if you can't make it, I understand. We'll do the giveaway for yours, and we'll tell them that they'll get it when they're done.
I should be able to make it. I don't know. We don't have any plans tomorrow.
I don't think I have any plans tomorrow.
Well, then it worked out really
It's
well.
not that early in the morning.
It's not that 10:30 is not early.
No. You're right. It is not early, but
I'm sorry that we'll be cutting into your first nap.
bite me.
I'm sorry, I wasn't laughing.
What?
I said, sorry, I wasn't laughing.
Well, I get up really early, and especially on the weekends usually.
I used to sleep in on the weekends, but now someone, as soon as it hits breakfast time, wants to wake us up.
Welcome to being a fur baby parent.
Yeah, they get used to a certain time. That's it. You're stuck.
They don't know the difference between Monday through Friday and Saturday and Sunday.
No,
Nope.
they don't.
They don't have a calendar. They have a tummy. And their tummy says, I'm hungry. Does Tony have a pair of headphones on? Is that what I just saw?
Yeah, she has a pair of headphones on because she's watching, I'm assuming, one of her shows while she's making dinner.
What is she making for dinner?
We have beer brats and I think a cheesy pasta.
Did you make the beer brats or did you buy the beer brats?
We bought them.
I don't know many people that make the beer brats. Oh, you mean the brats that you bought in beer, not actually make the beer brats.
No, not make the brats themselves. No.
Got it.
Inject the beer into the brat. Yes.
That's what you meant.
That's what I meant. Yes.
I'm like, you really think Tony's gonna play with meat?
No, I don't. I'm shocked she's cooking, honestly.
I have to give her props.
I mean, honestly, I'm kind of shocked by that. That in itself shocks me, okay?
She's been cooking, I think, all of the dinners this week.
That's good.
I think it's great that you guys try to switch back and forth.
Yes.
I'm going to be paying for it next week, but...
Why is that?
Okay, well, she's apparently listening to me.
She's apparently listening to me.
We're having crunch wraps, like you can get at Taco Bell.
Yum. Is that tonight?
No, it's sometime next week. I think it's Tuesday.
I don't even know what Taco Bell has.
Do you guys make a menu for yourselves for the week, and then that way you know what you're making every day and what groceries you need to buy?
Yeah, we usually do that on Sundays or Saturday nights before Sundays are grocery day, so we usually go to the grocery store unless our grocery store has a deal. So they often do deals like fuel savers. So if you spend $50 or $60, you get a 20-cent off per gallon fuel saver.
Wow, that's pretty big.
So if there's one of those days, then we'll try and if it's a $50 minimum, we'll try and do maybe $100. We always try to stay around $100 for the week for groceries. But sometimes it's $60 for 20 or 30 cents. So we'll do 120, and we'll just get extra food for potential meals next week. Mm-hmm. But we do have a calendar that it's on a plastic folder, so we can just X off which ones we've had.
Right.
Yeah, Tony's showing it now.
Very cool.
It's great when we follow it.
I've been there. I understand. I understand.
Life happens, honey. You can't follow the schedule all the time.
I
No,
know.
no, but I get that though too. It works really well when it works. Yeah, no,
But the only
I get
reason
that.
I say that is because sometimes it requires us taking the meat out of the freezer
Hmm.
or whatever, and then we don't did that dinner that day, so we're like, now we have to do it relatively soon because we want to keep tossing the meat in and out of the freezer.
Well, and what I do, Lucas, and this is just what I do. I mean, you do your own thing. How did my machine go down so slow? But what I do is because I make my menu on Sundays, and I do mine on Fridays. I make my menu on Friday. I do my grocery shopping on Saturday. But when I make my menu and I know what meats I'm going to be using, I take them out of the freezer right then and there. I don't wait till the day of or the day
Yeah.
before, and I let them defrost in the fridge. So I have a separate container that I put them in the fridge, so then that way if something breaks open, it's not all over the fridge. It's just in that little container. But then that way it sits in the fridge and I don't have to remember to take it out the night before.
Yep.
And
That's
we
what I do.
usually do that. I mean, we do it like maybe a day or two before, but then
Mhm.
like sometimes when we get home from work, we're like, we've had a rough day. We don't
Neither
feel
one
like
of us
cooking.
wants to cook. Yeah, no, I get, and that's why I still have pigs in a blanket in my fridge. Because I'm supposed to make those for dinner last week, and they're still sitting there. Then I was going to make them last night for dinner. No. Then I was going to make them tonight for dinner. No. I will make them one night for dinner here too. But yes, I totally understand where you're coming from. But I am really proud of Tony that she did not want to cook at home. When she was living here at home with me, she did not have any interest in helping me make dinner or cooking at home or making meals. She did have a couple of dishes that she would make for herself that she enjoyed, but otherwise she didn't want to spend time in the kitchen with me, and that's okay. I never pushed it. That just wasn't her thing, and so I get it. And now Taylor, on the other hand, enjoys cooking like I do. She enjoys that passion, and so she likes to spend time in the kitchen. She still likes to spend time in the kitchen with me. When I'm in there cooking, she'll come in and just hang out. Sometimes I'll put her to work because she's in there with me, but for the most part, she just likes to hang out in the kitchen, and that's okay too. Oh, great, great! My earpiece is gonna die here soon. Hang on.
I will have to say, I just ran out of my first bobbin,
Good for you.
but I have two backed up.
Cheryl is still with us in chat. Cheryl says Crockpot is coming out this weekend to do some meal prep.
My girlfriend.
That's what Tony and I need to put on our Christmas list. We need a crock pot.
Crockpot? You're going to want a crockpot if you want to make applesauce. Well, I mean, you can do it in the Instant Pot, too. You don't have to have a crockpot. I am struggling with trying to figure out what fabric I want to put on this, and I need to just stop thinking about it and just grab one. Uh, my my headset actually died, so I had to switch over to the other ear, which is not, which is weird for me because that never happens.
How many times do you do a 6-hour stream?
Well, that's true, but we
Never.
haven't been on for 6 hours. We've only been on for 3 hours and 20 minutes, so
Which isn't terribly long for you, I think.
not terribly. No, I mean, it's been a long time since I've done a live stream this long, for sure, but not terribly long. No. Cheryl's waving.
Hi.
She's
Hello, hello.
I think she's been in
Hello
chat.
to
She's been
everybody.
hanging out with us, watching us. She just hasn't been chatty, and that's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Well,
We love our lurkers.
she's taking care of her baby.
Exactly. She is getting her puppy cuddles in. Maybe even a little bit of a nap. I'm slightly jealous. Hi, Yaddy. Hi. You know what? My puppies haven't had a snack in a while. I think they deserve a snack.
Puppy time.
Copycat! You gotta sit. Ivy's gotta sit. Addison gets one first because she's a big, good girl. Wrigley next.
I want to see his food.
Take it nice.
You gotta like cup it.
Look at her ears go!
I want a fork.
Yeah. There's the babies. Yeah, I'm down to not many left. Not
Yeah,
many.
after the stream, I'm gonna have to go back and trim all my pieces up.
Yeah, I think I've kind of given up on trimming myself. I have to agree with you. I will probably do that myself for tomorrow morning. So for those of you who have been with us for this whole time or are just popping in, the plan was put all of our strips together and then race to the finish. The problem with that is it turns out that putting all the strips together took 4 hours. And we're all tired. And we're all hungry. Now we absolutely could take a dinner break and then come back later tonight. We could do that, but some of us have some plans of things we need to get done this evening, and I'm gonna have my live stream tomorrow morning anyway. And it turns out what I wanted to do tomorrow, I'm not gonna be able to get to. So we've adapted. We're adapting, and we're going to continue our jelly roll race tomorrow morning. Well, we're actually going to do the race. It shouldn't take more than 2 hours. I can't imagine it will take more than 2 hours.
Are we cutting fabric tomorrow morning?
The only thing that we're going to be cutting, Mom, is the end of every strip set that we sew together. So you just need a pair of scissors.
So I would do your trimmings either tonight or tomorrow before the stream.
Yeah, the little these trimmings. Yeah,
Yeah, I've been doing mine as I go pretty much.
I have been doing mine as I go as well, and now I've kind of given up.
I started doing them as well, and
I'm done. I'm done trimming.
Well, I'm using my scissors. You guys are using your
Rotary cutter. Well, you know what, Mom, and it's a personal preference thing too. Like Lucas and I are, I don't want to say younger because I mean, it is true, but that's not really what I mean. But we're more we're used to cutting with our rotary cutter, whereas you and your generation, and when you learned to sew, you cut with scissors. You didn't necessarily cut with a rotary cutter. Yes, rotary cutters are available. Maybe they were or weren't when you started sewing, but you're more used to them. And when Donna Jordan did her videos, she cut with a pair of scissors. That was her preference.
Mm-hmm.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I started cutting with the scissors, and then I went to the rotary cutter because I found the rotary cutter, in my personal opinion, to be easier for me. But it's a personal preference. You use whatever works for you.
Snickers is now looking at the box.
I'm sorry?
Is it raining?
By me?
Yeah.
I'm not hearing any rain,
Right.
but I'm not hearing anything, no.
Is it raining by you, Joyce?
Right, like...
I thought I heard it. Oh, yeah, it's raining.
Okay, well then I guess it's on its way. Mom is 3/4 of a mile from me. It will be raining here momentarily. Cheryl says it's raining by her.
That's why
Well, it doesn't rain by you. It just storms by you.
Well, heck, Tony and I woke up to thunderstorms Thursday or Friday morning.
Yeah, speaking of, I think I could hear thunder.
This morning we had thunder.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say this morning. I should say last night. And Gracie woke Steve and I both up to tell us it was thundering. So move over. I need a spot in bed.
That is one of the nice things.
Pretty hard right now, Dee.
Is it?
Yeah.
For those of you wondering, Snickers is conducting a inspection of the jelly roll so far, and I think she's approving. She was looking at the entire box full of thread.
She's looking at an entire box full of fabric, going, "I cannot wait to play in this box."
She's waiting for the camera to go off so she could just have a ball.
Yeah, yeah. Mom, I do not hear any rain, but it very well could be raining by me, but I'm not hearing it. Normally, we hear the rain hit. We have a stainless steel fireplace in our living room, and normally I hear it hitting the fireplace. And obviously, the fireplace is on the other end of the house, so I can't hear it. And usually, when it, oh yeah, it is because Addison just came in here to hide. So yeah, it must be raining now. Yeah, Addie just came in here to hide. You guys can see her. She just came in here to lay down. So it must be, you know. Addison does not like the rain. Ivy doesn't mind the rain. She doesn't like the thunder. So, yeah. Oh, I can hear it now. Yeah, it's raining now.
Well, it's pretty hard. I mean, it's pretty heavy.
See, I have a gutter spout right here in this corner, so that's usually what I hear in this room when it starts raining, as I can hear the gutter spout going. Lucas, are you on your last strip? Is that what you're showing us, or are you just teasing the cat?
Oh, no. She's just staring intently. Oh, she's in the cat.
Gotcha.
I've got a handful still.
I have 4.
Well, I have more than that, so you passed me.
Yeah, I have more than that too.
So I win this race.
It's okay, baby. It's rain.
Yeah, I now have 2 scared dogs in here, so it must be raining pretty hard. Oh, there's thunder. There's the thunder, yeah. So that explains why I now have an Addison under the table. This shirt says, "It's here!" Yeah. Could you guys hear it on the camera? I don't think you could, but it would be funny if you could. Yeah, no, I now have an Addison under the table, so it's here.
I should have known when Grace came in here and laid down under the table that it was raining.
Addison is on my feet.
On your feet?
She's on my feet.
Well.
Yeah, she does not like rain. Typically, she hides in the bathroom, and we have found that if we put her in the bathroom and we turn the exhaust fan on,
she can't hear it.
She can't hear it, and she'll calm down. She normally, otherwise, she pants and she shakes and she just freaks out. So if we put her in the bathroom and we lay a blanket on the floor in the bathroom and we just turn the fan on, then she can't hear it, so she'll calm down and she just kind of lays there. So, yeah, I think it's, yeah, she's under the table.
Just finishing showing.
Hey, Tay, can you come get Addie?
Finishing up showing all the strips and then we're done.
Oh, okay.
We're doing that tomorrow morning. We have made the executive decision.
Yeah, we're all getting tired. We're all getting hungry. We're all reaching the end of putting the strip pieces together, which is good. But we don't have it in us for another couple of hours. And we shouldn't be sitting this long with all of our bad backs and everything else anyway. And with the thunder rolling in, I'm worried that, there might be a connection issue or something else that I might end up with. So, because I'm already having connection issues throughout the stream. So, hopefully my new router, when I set that up, that will fix the problem. I am being told by my IT friends that should help. It may not fix it, but it should help. And we will go from there.
It's okay, Grace. Look at Grace crying now.
Oh, poor baby.
She's whining. I shouldn't say crying. She's whining under the table.
Yeah.
I've got
it. Oh, Eddie left. Taylor must have grabbed Eddie.
I can tell I've slowly started slowing down.
Yeah. You're over it now, right? Yeah. I understand that. I have 2 left.
I think I have like 16. I don't know how, because I thought I had less than that before.
Well, I'm probably right there with you.
And my patience is wearing thin for these L's.
Here comes some more.
Yeah, I hear it. No. Well, you, Lucas, you and Mama Joyce have not done a lot of binding on quilts yet, so you're not really used to these. These angles on I forget what you guys call them, but on the bias here, this angle here, you guys aren't really used to that, whereas I
Maybe a
am
bird
used
of
to
some
that.
sort.
Yeah. No, it's not a damn bird, Mom. It's not a bird, and it's not a piece of food.
Okay, I'll just throw that out there for a bit.
Not a damn bird.
It's okay, Grace.
Oh my God.
You're doing, baby.
An hour before it came. Wow, Terry, this.
Did you come to save your sister?
Yeah.
I think they're so funny when you have more than one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think I cut too many of the background pieces because I ended up with 3 extras.
Okay, Grace. It's okay. Go sit down.
But now I can go ahead and
I'll
trim
sit
these
with
up.
you. Okay. You cannot get it. Hello. Come here. I'm right here. You cannot get in my lap. Yeah. Come on, let's go find Papa.
So if you guys do end up with a couple of extra strips, I think that it's just because I counted wrong.
Come on.
I ended up with 3 extra.
Come on. Find Papa. Get wet. Too many interruptions today. And I'm dropping one.
Drop it like it's hot, hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Huh?
So drop it like it's hot.
Excuse me.
My goodness.
What?
Do you have a liquid lunch?
No, I'm having one now.
We drove her to drink, folks. Hi, Tay.
Somebody's scared.
Hi, Taylor.
Aww. She's showing me a picture of Ivy hiding underneath Taylor's bed.
Okay, there's no
There
playing
she
in
is
here.
here. She's hiding under the bed.
Mama's working.
Oh, poor baby.
And Gracie, go lay down. You're fine. The thunder will not get you.
Poor baby. Oh my gosh. What's happening today?
We got green, we got black, we got green and green, red and green and green.
Sounds like you got a lot of green.
I got a lot of green ones.
Maybe you should attach those green ones to the other end.
Oh, maybe. That's a good idea.
Guys who craft too, welcome to the channel. He says good afternoon from Phoenix. Hello, how are you? I hope you are well. I want to say your first name is John, but I could be wrong. Please let me know if I'm wrong.
This is the 4th time it's come unthreaded from the needle.
I was having trouble with that too.
I think because I use my thread cutter, I don't have that problem as much. But Lucas, that just means you need to pull the thread back away from the needle a little bit more before you cut it. Oh, I did have it right, John. Route 46, if you're trying to redeem something, make sure you're using. There you go. Yeah. Streamlabs was helping you out. Oh, I'm awesome. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Until Snickers decides she wants to try and jump for it.
There we go. Brat 46 has redeemed some of her thimbles in for a prize. Congratulations on that for a random fat quarter. That will be mailed out at the end of the month, so you have plenty of time to redeem more between now and then. Congratulations on that. And for those of you who are just joining us, turns out this drag race jelly roll project is taking a lot longer than we thought it would. So we're going to continue this again tomorrow, where we're going to do our giveaway. We will be giving away the quilt tops that we are making. So make sure you tune in tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. So that you can be eligible to win that. When we start the race, we will open up the giveaway for everyone to sign up, and then once the race ends, we will give away the quilt tops in the order that they are completed. So that is how we're going to do that. We have 3 quilt tops to give away. But it turns out that putting this strip tube or length or whatever you want to call it putting all the strips together took a lot longer than we thought it was gonna. It's definitely a project that could be done by one person in a weekend for sure. We just weren't quite prepared to spend a 6 hour to do this as a 6 hour live stream. It's a crawl. That's right. That's right. So it's make it a bar crawl. That's awesome. Yeah, there you go. The racing part of it is a lot more fun, hopefully. Because this has been a lot of sew a little bit, take it off the machine, trim it. Sew a little bit, take it off the machine, trim it. And so that's been a little tedious. Whereas tomorrow when we do our race, it'll be sew a lot, take it off, cut it, sew a lot, take it off, cut it. And we only have to do 6 rounds tomorrow to get the size of quilt that we want. Make sure you come back here tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. Right now, the thumbnail says it's a Norfolk quilt. I'll be changing that later today because I don't have that fabric cut. So it actually worked out well because I wasn't going to be able to do it anyway. I was supposed to cut that fabric today after this stream, but I gotta tell you guys, I love quilting. It's one of my favorite things to do, but when I turn this camera off in a little bit, I'm not coming back in here. I'm exhausted. This really took it out of me. How you guys doing over there? How many strips you got left?
Too many.
Too many.
I'm getting there, but I've slowed down to a snail's pace.
Because you're over it. I get it. I understand.
I would have been the tortoise in the race.
The tortoise in the race. Well, the tortoise ends up winning in the end.
Yes.
So you're not out of it yet.
How are you doing, Joyce?
I'm all right. I got a lot of strips left.
Not that many. You were only reading off 6 of them when you were reading them off.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't have a lot left, but they're all the same damn color.
Well, then add them to the other end.
Okay, the other end is in a basket here.
Oh, okay.
It might take me 4 hours to get to the bottom of the basket.
It will not take you 4 hours to get to the bottom of the basket. Well, you are going to need to get to the bottom of the basket for tomorrow, but
I know. I'm totally aware.
We've got 1, 2, 3.
You guys hear the thunder? I don't know if the camera is picking it up. I don't know if the mic is picking it up or not. It's not super
I do.
loud. Yeah, well, yeah, you do. You're only 3/4 of a mile from me. Of course you do. I don't. It's not super loud, but it's loud enough, and it is actually shaking the house a little bit. Which is where Ivy gets upset because she doesn't like it when it shakes the house. So, I am just trimming up my pieces,
And
and
when I get to, I have one. I have 2 green strips identical left.
oh geez,
So, do I put on the end? Do I put a
no,
huh?
no,
The little strip, or just
no.
go to the other end?
Yeah, just go to the other end. Yeah. You should end, both of your end pieces should not have the little strips on them.
So you're going to end with your jelly roll fabric.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so you might have an extra strip or two. Yeah. I ended up with 3 extra, so I'm gonna guess that you guys probably ended up with the same amount. I'm gonna guess. I don't really know.
Yeah, I told you it's going to take me 4 hours to get to the end of the basket.
I'm thinking more out to get to the end of the basket.
Oh my goodness, I can see the bottom of the basket.
Yay! See, told you it wasn't gonna take a
Hey,
full
wait a
4
minute.
hours.
This isn't fair. How did these fall in the basket?
Oh, did
She
you find
has
more
strips in the basket. Oh no. That makes me wonder if I've got more strips now, damn it.
What the heck?
Oh crap. Maybe I should look too. I had the end. Where did the end go? There it is. Here's the end. I'm gonna throw mine just on the floor.
Well, mine just must have fallen in there because, they were up here on the desk.
They were moving, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm worried because mine kept moving, so let me just make sure. Because that's a good point. Oh, yep. I got 2 more here. So I'm not done yet either. Let me make sure that I don't have any more.
The race is still on.
The race is still on. Yep. See, I
Yeah.
told you the damn tortoise ends up winning. Because the hare gets too cocky. She thinks she's won, and she hasn't.
Yep.
Let me just check and make sure that I got it all here. Yep, I do. Yep. All right, so let me go back to the other end and add these other 2
Hey,
pieces.
come on, please, please. Hey, hey.
Yeah, that's a good point, Mom. I didn't even think about that until you said it. I'm like, wait a minute. Crap, do
Yeah.
I have any?
Well,
Hey,
all of a sudden I got to the end of the roll and I'm like, there's more fabric in there. Why is that? I'm like, did I not connect things?
Yep. So I've got 2 more strips I got to put up together. And see how
Okay.
long this thing is. It just keeps going. Jeez. Come on, the end is near. She won't move. She's inspecting
won't
your
move?
machine now.
she. No, I did not give her a noodle.
Whew, finally. All right. Good news is I still have these 3 extra strips, and that would explain why.
At least you know you're not crazy. You counted wrong.
No, I didn't count wrong completely. No, I'm going to end up with 1 extra, which is, I'm fine with that too. Hi, baby. My baby's in here. She's scared. She's scared. You okay? It's okay. You're a good girl. It's okay. Where are you? Where did you go? Did you leave? Oh no, I see a tail. I see a tail wagging. She's under the table. She's under the table. Mr. Wizard needs to leave soon for his
I hope he
meeting.
drives safe.
Yeah, he's got a meeting tonight. Probably got to leave soon. I'm so hungry. I just keep staring at Lucas's dinner over there, thinking that looks really good.
I know.
Lucas, you could totally take a break and eat your dinner and then just finish up your strips later tonight. You don't have to finish them on the camera since we've already decided we're coming back tomorrow.
I know, but I don't want to eat on camera.
And he'll when he's done, he's done.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Well,
Right.
but he's got to finish before tomorrow because he's got to be ready to go tomorrow. All right. Now I'm done. And I still have one left.
Are you sure?
What?
I said, are you sure?
No? Well, I'm sure I have one left. Yeah, but I don't know that I don't have any more strips. I'm assuming I have no more strips. I didn't find any. I did pull the whole thing apart and make sure. But bye, baby. Thanks for stopping by. Poor baby. Poor baby.
Yeah, it is pouring buckets. We needed the rain though.
We did. We even had a good rain. And I was just telling our live streamers the
Did you
other
like
day
it?
that it's been a minute since we've had a good rainstorm.
Yes, it has been.
Like, we were due for a thunderstorm.
We haven't had many thunderstorms this year.
No. Man, that thunder is really rumbling. My goodness. All right. How many strips you got left, Mom?
1, 2. I got 3.
All right, Mom's got 3. Lucas, how many you got?
Less than 10?
Less than 10. That's all right. Less than 10 is good. Less than 10
What
is
do I
good.
have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8? Okay. That's pretty good. You're doing great.
Yes, he is.
You're doing fantastic. And then tomorrow is just straight stitch sewing, so you're going to do fine.
Ooh.
That's right, Dawn. Lucas has been derailed by the cat. Mama Joyce is bringing up the rear. She's giving us
Doing what to
commentary.
the rear?
I love it. I love it. Joyce is like, Danny's in the lead. Lucas has been derailed by a cat. Mama Joyce is bringing up the rear.
I've been distracted by cat and food.
I
like
love
the
it.
rear, so that's good.
Oh, I love it. I
Wait,
did
Glad
not
I'm
do that
bringing up the
before.
rear.
Love it. Yes, don't starve. No, I'm actually really hungry. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna end the stream a little bit early. These two guys have a little bit of homework to do before tomorrow. But good news is they have plenty of time this evening to take care of that. We will be back here 10:30 a.m. Central Time, and we are gonna drag race then. I thought we were gonna do it today, but it turned out to be a little bit longer than we expected, and that's okay. You know what? Sometimes, with any home project, things like this happen. At least, we did not have to go to the hardware store 4 or 5 times. There's that. You know, and I only had to go to
There's
the fabric
that.
store once. So that's good too. So something to look forward to. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us this evening or this afternoon. I truly appreciate it. I know these guys appreciate it too. It's
Yes,
a little
we
bit
do.
longer than we expected, but that's okay. We will be back here tomorrow morning where we will be drag racing to the finish. And then we are going to be giving away these cold tops. And I'm really excited for that whole part because that's really the whole point of this, right? Is to
Right.
give away the cold tops. So
Mhm.
thank you. Are you okay over there, baby girl? What are you doing? She's so cute. All right, friends. Thank you again so much. You guys have a great rest of your evening and rest of your weekend, and hopefully we will see you back here tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. I promise I will have that thumbnail fixed in just a little bit. Right now it says it's for Norfolk Gold, and it's not. All right, friends. Have a good one. See you soon. Bye for now. Except I really need
Bye.
to click the button.
Bye.
There you go. Bye for now, friends.